The game's to be sold, not told. So we finna keep everybody broke. They say time is money. They say money talk. I ain't got no time to waste if you ain't got no time. Out and about, out chasing paper. The streets of my house and the house always wins like Vegas. Never down for the count. Second win, second nature. Found mine. Never had my hands out. Fuck favors. By design, everything tailored. In my youth, it was shell toes, no Chuck Taylors. Weak soap game, had a game so. It's still the same code game, so it's still the same code. We all pay the cost, pay dues. Move with the mind state that I can't lose. On the grind, push a hard line with my linemen. Back when I was young, they said it's all about timing. Till it's my time, all the stars are aligning. I'm a diamond in the rough, couple cuts got me shining. This game you cannot cop on consignment. In the field, all we do is execute assignments. The game's to be sold, not told. So we finna keep everybody broke. They say time is money, they say money talk. I ain't got no time to waste if you ain't got no time to talk. The game's to be sold, not told. So we finna keep everybody broke. They say time is money, they say money talk. I ain't got no time to waste if you ain't got no time to talk.
First, we get into this paper. See, I want it all, plus a mule and 8 acres. A lot of alcohol, few dad bags of paper. Run this shit like a ship and I'm the sailor. Cold, kinda like it's fresh up out the freezer. Cold, if she ain't talking bread, I don't need her. Soon as I meet her, I'ma fuck her, then I leave her. It's the old Mac knees, treat them all like bottom feeders. Break it down slow for them folks that don't know. I'm a seasoned vet, black belt out the dojo. With a wide range of weapons, so I'm out the holster. Keeping all options open, so many ways that I can fold ya. Told you from the gate, never been about no play. Get it on the go, they never been known for no delay. The game should be sold, not to be told. Keep your mouth shut, don't have to break the mold. Mac knees.
Break the work down, it's fence to move. Push that work out, I distribute. Break the work down, it's fence to move. Push that work out, I just distribute. A young pack mover, shot to my consumer. Jumping out the foreign or I'm hopping out the Uber. Crew clocking chips opposite of you losers. Can't be broke as a joker, got no sense of humor. Just a young pack mover, shot to my consumer. Jumping out the foreign or I'm hopping out the Uber. Crew clocking chips opposite of you losers. Can't be broke as a joker, got no sense of humor.
I'm a D-boy, need abusive as users. I'm a D-boy, need abusive as users. I'm a D-boy, need abusive as users. You know I'm the boy, get money's what I'm used to.
Keep you straight from the gate, so I don't confuse ya. I'm a D-boy, need abusive as users. I'ma make noise, shout to my producer. I'm an entertainer, but I ain't here to amuse ya. Yeah, fuck with shooters and they all fucking users. Come through, wake that ass up like a rooster, hella early in the morning. Early bird gets a worm. Finna get rich for 'em, food for the worms. Cutting cocaine, dumping whole things. It's a cold game, make you run your gold chain. Hungry, but I'm moving in a keto state. For sure, I beat the price on the keys in your state. Catch me running up a tail, fucking up a bag. Make me wonder how long will a good thing last. On my Curtis Mayfield, live a life I can't chill. Push a man, pushing packs, all I do is make squeal. Keep it 100, I'm just numb, yo, I can't feel none of these suckers when they say they real. Stacking Uber cash, I'm an out-of-state supply. Random Uber man here to get away drive. Just a young pack mover, shot to my consumer. Jumping out the foreign or I'm hopping out the Uber. Crew clocking chips opposite of you losers. Can't be broke as a joker, got no sense of humor. Just a young pack mover, shot to my consumer. Jumping out the
You ready, Jerry?
I'm ready.
Just want to make sure you're ready, brother. Show me the money.
Oh, you didn't know?
Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling.
Put my shoes on, you wouldn't last a mile.
Summertime, wintertime, I'm on the grind. Yeah, I got the ring, I'm the champ, I'm the genie of the lamp.
This is the gift I was given, so I just live by my hustle.
It's all about the Benjamins, baby. It's all about the Benjamins, baby. It's all about the Benjamins, baby.
Yeah, I keep me put in my pocket. It don't make sense, but don't make a profit. So I hustle, ladies and homies. Make money, money, money.
Call out here for a pill. Really tryna get this money for the real.
I want to find a thing to save my life, so I hustle.
It ain't over for me. No, it ain't over for me.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Show me the money!
Okay, let's go smoke that joint.
What up? What up? Fantasy Football Hustler back at ya.
What's happening?
All right. We got to pour one out and we got to smoke one.
I don't know if I'm going to pour one out, but I'm going to drink one from him.
We're theoretically going to pour one out. And
I love Aaron Rodgers, bro. I love him, bro.
Man, how did we only get all this hype up for Aaron Rodgers and we got like 2 plays? Oh,
We got 4 snaps out of it.
this one's for you, kid.
Shout out to my man, Wise Man If. He actually brought up a point this morning in our chat. He goes, in the TFL, every year, he's the guy that has that injured QB. And then this year, he had the 12 spot. He went, who was it? He went Watson, and he pulled up Aaron Rodgers right there. He felt the way about Aaron Rodgers. Like, listen, bro, he's about the ball. And he's like, every year I do this shit.
You know what fucked it up? Hard Knocks, man. Remember before Hard Knocks, Aaron Rodgers is like a 4th, 5th round guy in a super flex, is going like shit around Russ Wilson, like territory. But then redraft people start coming. Everyone got hella hyped. Everyone watched Hard Knocks. And then he's like late first round or early second round guy in super flex.
Yeah, that actually happened. And you know, I was just thinking about the journey of my man Leonard Floyd from his career to ending Rodgers' career, basically, or to a further notice. You know, he's
tackling fuel.
I mean, he's the Vic Fangio guy. You know what I mean? Going all the way back to Chicago. Always played great second fiddle, and just this is exactly what he was doing. Only this time he followed Aaron Rodgers there to go back to, you know what I mean? It's kind of poetic.
And shout out to our man Jason in the chat. He said, "Love the music. Pass me the green. I need some weed with my Hennessy." There we go.
That's that Master P right there.
Oh man! And Stranger said those have to be the 4 most expensive snaps in history. Well, they did push off a lot of his money until next year, though, right?
Yeah, but it's guaranteed money too, so they're never gonna get away from that $75 million. You know what I mean?
Dollar bills, y'all.
And I was thinking about this. Say, you know, it's really the age that concerns me, because a year removed from Achilles, he could be out there and they could have him, you know, just standing in the pocket.
Yeah, it's not like he's super mobile, anyways. He can move, but he's not. Yeah. He's not out there. I mean, he's no Patrick Mahomes. He's no like any. He
used to be in that sense, right?
What would you say? He's like the most mobile of all the pocket passers. Is that a good way to describe him?
Yeah, because he also it's just like Drew Brees was never mobile, but he'll move well in the pocket. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like that's Aaron Rodgers all day, obviously. Then also, like, you know, Aaron Rodgers will extend the play or he'll, you know, roll out and stuff. You know, but outside of that, I mean, you can have his ass in the shotgun. You know what I mean? I was holding out hope that it wasn't nothing but an ankle or a calf. But
it sucks when they say we fear something like right away, hella early. Like most often they're fucking right. It sucks.
And then like I guess now I know what to look out for. You got to look out for the recoil. Because when they show it in slow motion, you see his legs just coil back up, and then he goes back down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that was the moment that shit snapped. Imagine like a band just snaps and it just goes up. You know what I mean?
He got up and was like, "Oh, sit back down, sit back down."
Oh, I'm too old.
Fuck, man. Sorry, Antonio. Sorry, all you crazy Jets fans. You guys didn't deserve this. That's all I'll say. Who said it? Someone said, "I'm convinced that the Browns and the Jets are cursed."
Ain't nothing happened to the Browns though. You've been saying they cursed. So is the Chargers. But man, I mean, if you look up injury history, I think the Jets are like top 2 or 3 of the team that has sustains the most injuries since 2000. Since the year 2000. I remember looking at this in 2020. So they were like in the last 20 years, back in 2020, they were that's just cursed. You know what I mean?
And I guess now the Jets don't have to give up a first rounder, though. Sucks to be you, Jets. And Clocky said, I have a league that I have Rodgers, Dulcich, Deontay Johnson, Judy. He said the only one I'm missing is JK.
So it was you.
Oh, man. Shout out to One Nation. What up, Chaotic? Gosh, she said, I'm sure you could trade for him. Yeah.
It's too early.
Oh, man. Derek said, salute Hassan Bogey. And then he put a crying emoji. Parentheses, A-Rod. Oh, man.
And
just got to smoke it up. And Peacock, he said, what up? 2 more album covers headed your way this week, Bogey. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hell yeah. We're about to go crazy. I figure I'm going to start my new once a week thing in October, or maybe even the last week of September.
Nice.
Because then I have enough to go once a week to the rest of the year, or even until like fucking next summer if I wanted, but we'll figure it out.
Man, we need another weed smoking anthem, Bogey. That needs to get put into your bag.
I got a few in the cut.
All right.
I got a few in the cut. You know what I mean? It's, I mean, if you listen to the music, I mean, we're talking about selling that motherfucker.
Yeah, it's all about weed, but yeah, we need one that's like not necessarily the innuendos. We just need blatant weed smoking anthem. That's what we need.
I'm not mad at that.
Oh, man, and Niner MMA said that turf on MetLife is garbage, and who knows if the turf even had anything to do with this one necessarily, but you did see his, like, when he was rolling over getting tackled, you did see his shit, like, get all stuck right there, but, I mean, Leonard Floyd's coming down on him at the same time, too, so.
Did Leonard Floyd come out and say anything?
Nah. What's he going to say? No reason to apologize.
You said, I've been trying to kill him since Green Bay and I was in Chicago. You know?
Really unfortunate that what happened to him, but
like,
really if he wasn't playing QB on the Jets, he wouldn't have got hurt.
I had a mission. I went out. It's like, I mean, if you think about it too, they had to beat Aaron Rodgers, right?
Mm-hmm.
That 2018 year to go. That was the one year that's the last year McCarthy where they fired him.
Yeah.
2018 goes to then it was the Bears that won the division. They went on to lose.
Antonio said, bright side is I save money on the Jets tickets.
I mean, shout out to all you Jets fans. I mean, it was the first year that season tickets were sold out. And, well, not the first year. I'm just saying they were sold out like a mug.
Yeah.
And then
tickets are hella high. Got to pay for Rodgers' new contract and all that.
And then, like, what's crazy, too, is, like, the amount. I think you guys, how many primetime games did they give them because of Rodgers?
I don't know, but they're about to get flexed. Damn. That sucks, man. Sorry. Joe said the script is evil. This year's script is very evil.
See, that's the thing, too, is I procrastinated on writing it to the night before. And I was like, you know what? We're going to open up this Monday nighter.
And Joe said, did Ricky ever put out a rap album? I don't think so.
Ricky Williams?
Yeah. Never try. I mean, if he would have done it like when he was with Master P, that would have been fire. but no. And didn't even have to have P on there. He could have just been in there. Right before Ricky starts spitting. Oh man, why? Man, week 1 is so fucked up this year. Not only did we have a real shitty game all around as far as like offensive production, man, we got some big injuries as well.
You know, week 1's bad. Okay, yeah. Speaking of week 1, right? Feel pretty good because like there's a lot of decisions. I didn't realize I had to make so many decisions week 1. You know what I mean? And out of 38 leagues, I won 30. I won 30 and 8.
Nice.
Feel pretty good about that. I went 10 and 4 in your dynasties. So I went 10 out of 14.
I went 10 and 7 in the dynasties. But man, I hate the fucking vampire leagues because I went 0 and 3 there, and that turned my my whole what's it called? My whole redraft into 7 and 10. And let me see. And then I haven't done all the best ball, but I know I had like 40 dubs over there, so I counted. So it should be. Like
I didn't take a look at any of my best ball.
34 or something like that.
I'm just gonna keep rolling, letting the dice roll itself till one point when I'll look at it.
I mean, it's all that matters. I'm gonna go look and go see who was the highest, like, couple scorers, like, in the league, in the best ball. And Antonio said, "Oh no, we suck again."
Fucking cut off his fucking head. That's what they talk about with Leonard Floyd right now, man.
Peace out, Jason. We'll catch you later. Peacock said 8 and 9, not including the best ball. Pretty gruesome whack one. Whack week 1. It happens.
What's insane is like the amount of Romeo Dobbs that brought me back. Because like and I actually in the dynasties, some of the ones I like, the 4 I lost, they're all by stupid little margins, bro. 8 points, 9 points, 6 points. Like Bernie Mac's one of my mortal enemies in fantasy, right?
Yeah.
Week 1 and 14, and it's like I just didn't play Brees. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just had other options that I felt okay with, and then like he was the difference maker I needed in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. A lot of people didn't play Brees. I mean, it's just one of those things. Like week 1 coming off the fucking ACL and all that. Like, who really thought that he was gonna do that?
I mean, how much work did he actually get? Was it all that big run? Right?
Well, I mean, most of it was. That's for sure. I mean, that was like an 83-yarder.
Yeah, but I'm saying like what did like
he had 10 carries for 127 and then had 1 reception, so 11 touches. Dalvin Cook had more than that. Dalvin Cook had 16 touches.
Yeah. Fucking A. I can't believe he died on us, man.
Super Saiyan said damn near ejaculated on that Brees play. He said, "My boy looks so amazing. So proud of him."
Hey, man, you should be. He killed Bogey in one swoop right there. Just cut my head off in the guillotine.
Damn it, Antonio said I sat Brees for crying Jamal. Well, now we know. There's just Brees looked good. There's just no sitting him. Even if he splits work with Dalvin, it don't matter. He could be efficient as hell.
I mean, and I think like that 16 to 11 touches, like Cook to Brees, that'll flip flop eventually, bro. Like when we get deeper into the year, they're just getting him back right now. They're getting Brees back. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it was kind of weird how they did the splits early. It was like Brees was in the
entire series,
and then it was like Brees and Carter for that first series, and then
you know what that is, right? You know what that is, right? That's all of them new to this system. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're like, all right, we got to get everybody as much opportunity.
Because you got into the second half, and in the fourth quarter specifically, it was like Brees is in for one play, and Dalvin's in for the next play, and then Brees is back in for the next play, and then Dalvin's in for the next play. So it was crazy how they were working the splits.
I mean, it's like, Nathaniel Hackett, he was doing shit like this with A.J. Dillon and Aaron Jones, but imagine it's like he has 2 Aaron Jones this time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like type, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, and then even annoying ass Michael Carter was getting in the mix. Here's my thing too, is like, do they make a move? They don't make a move. They just rock with Zach, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, like who are you gonna go out and get? I mean, I know that there was the Matt Ryan correlation that someone said yesterday. Motherfucker's working for CBS right now. Like, who knows how much he's been working out.
You know who did that? Jay Cuddy had a booth job, then Miami calls him. He's like, screw this job.
I mean, Carson Palmer, he was probably the most gangster return. Like, this motherfucker is like just sideline at the USC, like tailgates and shit. He's getting hammered in September. Like, hey, you want to come back and play? Got this Matt Leinart kid who sucks. He's like, all right, I'll be there.
That's how it happened for him?
It was something like that, but they no, not in college when he came back after he retired.
Oh, yeah. Well, he didn't come back to Arizona, though, right? He came back. Oh, yeah, he did come back to Arizona. And
for like Matt Leinart. And I don't know if it was Matt Leinart.
Drew Sample and like it wasn't no Matt Leinart.
It wasn't Leinart.
Way after.
It was
way after.
Yeah, that was Kurt Warner when they brought over Matt Leinart. I mean, Kurt Warner, who was there when they had Matt Leinart there also.
Yeah.
But Carson Palmer, they said that he did get called and he was like tailgating at a USC game, like when he got
that would make sense because like I know
I think it was the Raiders. I don't think it was.
Yeah, because he was done with the Raiders.
Yeah.
He was done with the Raiders. The Raiders at that point had moved on to they moved on to Buddy Terrell Pryor.
Yeah. And John said Wentz to the Jets. I don't think so.
Oh, don't do that to the Jets. They've been through enough.
Yeah, Wentz sucks.
You know who it should be, right? They go and trade for like the Ginsu or something, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Maybe.
Because why wouldn't the Colts do that? Trade it back. I mean, I guess they do like him because he knows their system in Indy.
Yeah. And look, they already needed him game one because Richardson got hurt. I know that he could have came back in or whatever if it was like middle of the game.
I promise you that the way that kid plays, he's gonna learn the hard way.
I mean, he already did. I mean, that was week one. There's only like
I like it though. Learn the hard way. That's how you learn the best.
Hey, I mean,
dumb Cam Newton, that Anthony Richardson.
Trial by fire. I mean, it's just the way you got to do it.
You gotta get baptized in flames.
Yadvir said trade away Goff, CD, Jamal Williams for Hurts and Waddle. I mean, if you can get it, I mean, single QB, I don't know, but super flex, I like it, but I don't know. Why would you want to overpay for any QB in a single QB league?
Yeah, I don't like it.
Let's see. And Super Saiyan said, "Fuck it, trade for Kyler Murray." He said, "What's another first round pick?"
I mean, Kyler. I mean, do you know what? That's the thing, though, is that I don't think that stays at first, or is it the how? There's a condition. There's a condition on that trade.
Are you talking about Rodgers?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, they said it's already going to be a second now because he's going to be playing less than whatever.
65%.
Yeah. Yeah. Now you got a first rounder. Maybe they go out there and get him another wide receiver. Like, that's the only way to get him to keep around. He's like, I'm going back into the darkness to decide.
I hope mental. I mean, I think like for what he's been doing with the psychedelics and the the darkness meditation and all that shit, and all of the summit retreats and shit like that. Like, I feel like he's mentally strong right now. I think he would come back as long as he gets all the way back 100. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like he's not done in his with football yet.
Yeah, no way is he gonna go on this like that. Man, that would just be shitty.
But it just sucks too because it's like the age and like okay,
and it's an Achilles, man. It's an Achilles.
I mean, and they are better. Like I was watching one of those Dr. Jesse Morse things like back in the day, and he was talking about how like with Cam Akers' Achilles is like this doctor. He has like a new method now where they're, you know what I'm saying, where they're taking from other ligaments. I forget. I don't know. They're doing something different than it was before. You know what I mean? So that's why like guys like Cam Akers and Deontay Foreman were able to come back in that short time spans. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like just like someone like J.K. Dobbins, he's just done. He's fucked. You know what I mean?
Tino said, I wonder how much the Jets Super Bowl odds changed. Man, it probably went from like, I don't know, what was it before? Like 800 or 900 or some shit like that. Got to be close to the highest. And now they're going to be like plus 3,000 or some shit like that. Plus 10,000.
Defense wins championships. That's the only way you can think that of any kind of way of that realistically, right?
Yeah.
Like
They fucked up Josh Allen. Doesn't matter if it's week 1 or whatever. You only play him twice, and they got the first one on him.
Yep.
Shit! Antonio said 16-1 to 35-1. Yeah,
and
so
then
that's like 3,500, right?
Fucking Garrett Wilson shares, bruh.
Yeah, it sucks.
I need any QB outside of Zach Wilson because this is fact. When it came to Garrett Wilson, averaged 20 points in a PPR with every QB that wasn't Zach Wilson, bro.
Yeah,
that's fucking insane.
Tina said it's over. Vegas knows it. I mean, everybody in the world knows it. Like going from Aaron Rodgers to Zach Wilson.
I mean, maybe Aaron Rodgers should go fuck Zach Wilson's mom now.
Something,
fuck
right?
I'll type his mom for him.
And Carl said, I got a new event for the Stoner Olympics. Who can smoke a quarter gram and complete 50 Aaron Rodgers releases and Purdy pickups in the fastest time? Well, we only play in super flex leagues, so Purdy's not going to be available. He's already taken.
I don't know. I mean, I'll just do the smoking part, I guess.
Yeah.
I'll get the bronze on that one, but you're higher than a motherfucker.
And that was who could smoke a quarter gram. So what are we doing a quarter gram?
Yeah,
like
I'm assuming. I mean,
if it was a dab, I mean that's one thing. Should be a dab, right?
Yeah. What did he say? He said a quarter gram.
Yeah.
I feel like I knew what he meant.
And Stranger said that's one hit. I mean, a quarter gram. I mean, I don't know how. I don't like weigh my bowls when I put them in there, but it's probably like, a 0.1, maybe. Nah.
I mean, a big point. My bad. I was thinking of 2 dubs.
Yeah.
I was thinking of dub. That's what I was thinking of.
Even that, like if a dub is a gram, like you're not putting a whole gram in a bowl. Like you put a whole gram in a blunt or maybe a big king size joint, or something, but not in a bowl. I feel like the bowls that I pack are maybe like, I don't know, 0.1s, maybe even less than 0.1s. I don't pack. For real? Yeah, I mean they're like tiny, like little. I mean bigger than little snappers, but yeah, man. I mean, the whole gram is like, a nug and a half, of a nice one. That's really fat for a bowl. I mean, you smoke backwoods, but if you were smoking a Swisher, what would you smoke that's non-backwoods? Swisher?
I guess, yeah.
But like how much? I know you're probably not weighing it before you throw in there, but like I know a backwood you might be throwing a whole 1/8 or 2.
Okay, like here's my thing with a backwoods, right? It's like probably like 3 grams at least.
In the backwood,
yeah, in the backwood. Like me and my man's yesterday, he threw in like a skateboard in there last night in that wood.
Because you got to, because of the leaf. But now a Swisher that's way smaller. What do you think you throw in there if you just had to guess, or something of that size?
I always tried to get it to look like the fucking Swisher beforehand.
So that's like 2 grams in.
Yeah, you guys be like, we call it uncuts.
Yeah,
looks like it's uncut. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Who was it who said that? So thick, look like the bitch ain't even been split.
Yeah,
I think that was like the Mary. I think that was the Mary Jane Junkies.
Okay. Yeah, shout out to
that wasn't Mac Dre who said because Mac Dre rolls wood, so he's always talking about wood.
He said, "You could take that Swisher Sweet to the face. I'm gonna give me a backwood and roll me an 1/8. Hit it 2 times, then pass."
Yeah, it's probably like a 1/2 in like a Swisher if you're packing it all the way, unless it's like some super dense.
He said, "Hey, babysitter, is you ever gonna pass it?"
Blunt's going out.
Would you look at all them ashes? You're that bastard. It's always you. What do you say?
Sneaking extra hits. I want to get high too.
He said, "And what's all on the blunt? Slob? Man, quit giving the blunt a blowjob. Always cutting, trying to show stop. Oh, you get an extra hit because it's your spot?" It's funny though, because there was some motherfuckers like that, huh?
Oh yeah.
They have nothing on it. Be like, "Oh, come to my house." Oh, hey, this is my house, bro.
I get an extra hit.
Shut the fuck up.
And Stranger said I've actually weighed a few bowls. He said, and the average for me is 1/3 of a gram. Damn. See, I just don't pack like huge ass like party bowls like
but
that.
Also too, because like when you pack the smaller bowls, it's more efficient. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't really like hitting the same bowl multiple times. I feel like that I'm trying to get it all in that first one, whatever the bowl is. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Well, because once you,
because then you took away a lot of the essence already. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if all the green is gone, I'm not saying all the THC's gone off of there, but you're pretty much getting that once you blacken the whole bowl.
Yeah, and I don't want to, and I don't even like. I'm been spoiled now with like the flour mills or even like the wood grinders back in the days.
Yeah,
like I'm not packing a bowl like with some nugs or hand broken down nugs. I don't know. I'm sedity.
Man, I really hate smoking grinded up like bowls. I don't know what it is, but it's like something with like it's just
see, like I said, I'm hitting that bitch. I wanted to go all the way in one hit.
Yeah.
Then I pack another one. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I guess that's why I pack like little, just small ones, because I'll just hit that, and still may be lit, but just
and then it's destroyed. Yeah, you destroyed it all.
Yeah, Tina Swisher maybe holds 0.7 to 1.2. I feel like it holds one. Yeah, I feel like if we were stuffing it, it'd be closer to 2 grams.
I mean, especially
if
you go tip to tip, pause.
Yeah, because I wouldn't. When I was rolling, swishers back in the day, I wasn't using no glass tip or nothing like that.
No, but I'm talking about
with the glass tip. That. Oh, you mean just some people might not even be rolling it all the way to the end?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I don't know. See, that's why I like Backwoods though too, because it's like, okay, we need to put more in there. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
we need more.
What up, Corey? He said, have I missed anything? Well, we talked about Aaron Rodgers, how he's done for the season with that.
For real?
That was the big thing that we talked about, and we've kind of.
Oh yeah, my bad. It hit me again. Like, oh no, it's official.
We kind of been smoking to ease the pain, but we're going to be jumping into the waivers pretty soon here, and we always start off with offense first. So we're going to go QB, running back.
I thought we were going to start with injuries on the top of the list. Aaron Rodgers.
We did injuries yet. We did injuries yesterday. Everyone.
Okay, how come we didn't have Aaron Rodgers on there? Right,
we should have seen the future.
It's funny though, because I must have heard 3 different people say I have a bad feeling about this. Like there's like the Star Wars shit all over the place yesterday.
No, man. Like, why didn't they call Aaron Rodgers? Man, it's
just
something in the air. Something in the force.
Once he turned around in the locker room, don't go out there, bro. Zach, shut the fuck up. All right, it's my team now. Get over it, okay? No, man, there's something wrong, man. Listen, Zach, me and your mom, it's just plutonic, okay, Zach? It's not about my mom, Aaron. You know what's crazy, bro? I promise you, because my recall is hella incredible, and I promise you, I remember for no fucking apparent reason why I remember this, but it's Rodgers and Zach Wilson's rookie year, right? They're playing each other in preseason, and of course, Rodgers is not playing, but he's there. And he walks over to Zach Wilson.
You said in the preseason?
Yeah. So this is his rookie year. And he walks over there. Zach Wilson's getting interviewed. And he walks over there. Hey, man. Just kind of like Bogart's the interview with him. And then and he's standing like, man, this kid's good, man. He's like, this kid's good. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. And it seemed hella genuine. Because you remember Zach Wilson was kind of going crazy in that preseason game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Doing crossbody shit and doing like Aaron Rodgers shit. And then he went, I guess before the game, Zach Wilson told him like, that he was one of his favorites, you know what I mean? And he's like, and then he talked about it on McAfee, right? He goes, yeah, kids will come up to me and be like, yeah, man, I grew up watching you. And he's like, hey, well, I'm still here. I'm still around. You know what I mean? And it's just, it's crazy, man.
Because, like, if you do anything for 10 years, you could get that.
Yeah, that's true.
Right? Just think about anyone who might have listened to your music 10 years ago and how young they could have been if they just like heard it.
And you know what's crazy? It's like, shout out to my man Swiper, because Swiper is like, he's about like 5-6 years younger than me.
Okay.
So like it said that he started making music at one point, and then like it was like a big deal to get me on a joint with him, and I just thought he was funny. Like, bro, I got a bogey joint, bro. Like, this don't relax, bro.
Well, see, it was funny because even like, the Hood Stars, those were all the music peeps in San Diego that I was fucking with. Like, there's zero mainstream like anything in San Diego. Even guys like Nick Cannon, who became mainstream, they left. They went to LA.
You gotta go to LA.
And
we used to go down there routinely. Plus, LA is popping. You know what I mean?
And see, and it was just, anytime I'd go to a show and I'm like, oh, what up, man? I was like, love your shit. And so many of them was like, I'm just a regular guy, man. I'm just a regular guy. Because probably not even making any money off the music.
Rest in peace to the Jacka, man. Like, I remember that was one of those instances, right? So the Jacka, he's from Pittsburgh, and he also represents Richmond, you know what I mean? But Pittsburgh, Cali, you know what I mean? People don't know about this shit. It's a real grimy place. And that's where my grandma and them, that's where they've always been till this day. And like hell of my cousin. So like, and that's where we would celebrate like all of, the Christmases and the Thanksgivings and shit. Like it's about an hour away from San Jose, but like it's in the hood for real though. And like, so they are the ones that put me on the Mob Figures, right? There's this group that Sibo had. Well, I don't even think Sibo has signed them yet, but like these motherfuckers, just some grimy ass youngsters, you know what I mean? And so I grew up on their music, because I was put onto them early, so I got to like follow their shit. And then by the time I did a song with the Jack, right, it was crazy, like, oh shit, man. And he's like, what up? You know what I mean? And like his voice was like nothing like the rap voice. And then when we're sitting there, right, and he's writing his shit, and then like, like, what you got? Right? And I'm like, so I'm spitting, I don't write, I write in my head, so I'm just spitting my shit. And he's like, oh, okay. I was like, what you got so far? And then when he started spitting it, I was like, oh shit. Because it's the voice. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like my talking voice. I mean, you guys hear me enough. You can probably tell that from me when you hear me, right? But I was like, oh shit, it's the fucking Jack right there. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like a real fanboy and shit. Real fanboy, man. And it was crazy because he's like motherfuckers, everybody's hero. Because we all saw him come up. You know what I mean? He fucks with
me. Hey, shout out to Pittsburgh.
Yeah, man. Yeah, shout out to P World. You know what I mean?
Peace out, Antonio. We'll catch you on FNT at 1 West Coast time.
Yeah, and then like the Jacka and like the Rider, the Hustler. That's why we call you Hus.
Yeah.
Because you know what I'm saying? The Hus was he was part of the Mob Figures and shit. Like, yeah, it was like my childhood, bro, like my high school years. And then like if you was knowing about the Mob Figures, you was knowing, you know what I mean? So it'd be like I might not know you at all, but then you slapping some Mob Figures, I'm like, oh, okay. Right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's knowing. You know what I'm saying?
And Monique said, bro, what song did you do with the Jacka?
It's on an old ass mixtape, bro. Like before even digital streaming shit. You know what I mean? I'm trying to remember. It was called Out That Yay. He said, I'm out that yay. What did he say? Come on. But anyways, that was like street shit, bro. Street tapes. And then I was just talking about this yesterday, even with my man. So there's this dude, Rudy. He was our engineer for hella long, and he hella fell off the world because of the coke. You know what I mean? And that last year that when the Jacka got killed, when he had a baby mom's out in San Jose, so he was always in San Jose, and like he was just always working, bro, in the studio. And so he would hit us up, and just pull up and just work on shit with us, bro. So I had like damn near an entire tape with this motherfucker, and then the cokehead guy disappears on us, and we just no one's heard from him, bro.
Damn.
And it was sad too, because when the Jacka died, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like I'm like, oh my God, I got all this Jacka shit. Motherfuckers is devastated. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because he really rocked.
Yeah, he was just like dope. Like
he's the truest to do it, bro. Like he would do, we did hella shows with him. Because here's the thing, bro. Like we're like it was fully understood. Like we're gonna make some money. You know what I mean? We throw a show, put the Jack on the flyer, shoot him a rack, and he's gonna bring everyone out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then just because he's on the docket, like everybody's gonna come out, and then we all make money. You know what I mean? Make money at the door, make money off the bar, and we did that shit dozens of times. It's funny too because my girl hell loves Jack, so like it's funny. Like he be performing, she's like she scream like, oh, you don't scream like that for me. I start feeling like Dave Chappelle. Like, listen, I do this too. You know what I mean?
And Monique says legend shit. If you ever find it, you got to post on it, bro.
Yeah, hell yeah, bro. You know what's crazy too is like, I don't know. I'm like I always felt like when we got into like the social media era, I always viewed them like hoes, like motherfuckers that were always posting themselves and posting this and that, showing everything, because we were in the streets for real. You know what I mean? Like. Yeah. And then like, so it's like, I mean, it's all the memories. Remember I was saying that yesterday? That's like the thing, that was my favorite things to collect these days. It's all I have at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Outside the loved ones, it's the memories, bro. You know what I mean? Almost crying. Shit, almost kind of up right now. Just thinking about He used to kick it tough with him, bro.
What up, Bakes? He said won 5 out of 7 leagues this week. He said Rogers, London, Kittle fucked me in the other 2.
Let's go kill them.
Titan said first kill of the season sent your way, Hustler and the Debo. Yeah, so it is let me go see what was the trade again. And according to Bogey, it's not just the people who you trade away, it's the people who you trade for as well, right?
He just has them. He just has them and he kills them.
Yeah. Oh, it's funny. He had it one way and then he changed it.
Oh, word?
Yeah, I guess I should have accepted it before.
I mean, he gave you choices?
No, he didn't give me choices.
I feel like when the Reaper gives you choices, bro, it's always a trick. Challenge him to Battleship.
Yep. So I receive Isaiah Likely. He received Deshaun Watson.
Why would you just not gonna kill Deshaun? Well, I guess he was gonna take Deshaun no matter what.
Yeah, it was Deshaun or Dak.
Yeah, he wasn't gonna take Daiquiri.
Yeah.
Good. I have all the Daks. But damn, I have Deshaun in the 32.
Yeah.
He's gonna kill me now, bro.
Yeah. He's going to. No, Derek, I'm not hitting the drop for that, you son of a bitch.
Mom have to do with anything. Where could you give it a drop, man?
No, hell no. Not giving the drop for me losing to Sean. Oh man, yeah, that sucks. My team is going to be severely weakened now. I caught a dub in the offense only, but man.
Oh,
no, Travis Kelce just ruined me week 1, man. Fucking Kelce. Derek's I'm dying right now. Oh man. And Dennis said Minnesota Marty taking CD Lamb from him. Yeah, let's go see. What is it? Sent Tyler Lockett and receiving CD Lamb.
And shout out to Monique. Where you from? I know she's got to be from the soil somewhere. You know what I mean? Because if you know about Pittsburgh and then the Jack, everybody knows the Jack though. He's a legend, bro. Rest in peace.
Where's your?
Hey, you know it's hella funny.
Nah, Carl, you're tripping. He said, I think Rodgers will be back for the AFC Championship. Come on.
I mean, he could be.
Titan said first dub ever against the Hustler. I doubt that. I highly doubt that after as many leagues as we played in. But I was looking at all the other leagues.
No, if that's what it is, I might believe him because I remember there was a Steamboat's brother. I didn't beat him at all in season, nothing for like 4 years. And I finally did it for the first time last year. I was like, bro, that's the first time I ever beat you. And he's like,
well, we're in way more than one league together. Like I looked at the matchups. I think I played him in like 6 or 7 leagues. And of course,
this week.
Of course, yeah, just this week. And of course, the Devo is the one that I fucking lose to him in. I beat him in all the other ones.
And I think I played you in a number of.
Derek said, yeah, Kelce killed me in the dice league. See, that's what happens, bro. You shouldn't have stolen him.
I mean, your mother taught you better than that. Your mother taught you how to steal. We were stealing, bro. It's a rule of thumb. If you could see it, you could grab it. That's a fucked up rule of thumb to live off, right? When you're a kid and shit. And I must have got caught stealing hella times, bro. And then I swear to God, it was psychedelics that made me realize one day, if it's not mine, it's not mine. Except for cash. Like if someone just like a big old pile of cash, I'm looking around, no, this is mine. You know what I mean? Like, never happens though.
Yeah, fucking Bakes. He said Watson for likely is fucked up. Yeah, I mean that's par for the course in the Debo League. My team fucked up by Dak only putting up 9 points. Deontay Johnson got hurt. I had 4 single digits on the IDP side of things. Yeah, and not having Kelce really fucking hurt. Yeah, see, originally he took David Montgomery and sent back someone. Should have did that. I mean, fuck, like you have Cousins and Purdy. Like now you just went and snatched, a player to.
No, remember what he said? He said, "I'm going to take all the QBs and I'm killing everyone." That's what he said.
Yeah, and remember I tried that
last year. It's funny. I don't think it's funny.
No, because I did that last
year.
You
kills everyone.
I did that last year, and all I did was accumulate bench spots because of it. Like, that doesn't help you win. Like, you win by taking people you win by getting people who are going to start for you. So, like, yeah, now he has DeAndre Swift as his RB2. He was going to originally get Montgomery and get Swift. And I was like, cool, I lose my QB. And I was like, luckily I have like 4 running backs. I did that on purpose because I know people are always hurting for running backs. And now you're playing Swift as your RB2. You're about to lose. You're about to lose.
He's playing a healthy scratch dude. No, she's like, listen, I'm the baddest motherfucker. I'm putting a healthy scratch dude in there because then watch this. I'm sending him.
He's lucky he's playing the guy who lost week 1.
I would have definitely. I don't know. I mean,
that's the last that I'm going to give advice about like who people should steal, because taking my QB definitely hurt me, but all it did is put Brock on your bench. And like, yeah, so you got Watson. He's an upgrade, but Purdy showed that he was good enough to start. He threw up 26 points.
Titans, this is what you do. You get away from my Purdy. You trade away Purdy to hustle right now for David Montgomery. God damn it! I don't just realize he has my night. I outside of fantasy, you don't kill him. You don't kill him.
What up, Devo? He said I'll have to rewatch. He said work until 3 smoke break. Let's smoke it up, bro. And just like yesterday, I don't know if you guys saw where we did a 3-hour show and we break down all the studs and duds and everything, but I uploaded those into like 10 or 11 like videos so you guys could catch it in short form as well, because all the information is important. And Dennis said maybe he will trade Watson back to you. I mean, see, that would be smart, but I'm not trading with
Titans. All dead now.
Yeah, I'm not trading with Titans though, like unless I'm forced to. I'm not willingly trading with him. I'd be shooting myself in the foot.
Guess who killed Quay Walker? Because I traded for him in the 14 from the Titans. Gets that pick 6 and he runs straight into the blue tent.
Steamboat, he said, breakfast beer for me, breakfast beer, give me money.
Yes. Shout out to my man Steamboat. 30-8 this week, Steamboat. Feel pretty good.
Super Saiyan said Dak is ass. Cowboys defense and run game. We'll have him thrown it. Won't have him thrown it as much this season. Is that what you're saying? I mean, we got to remember it was the Giants. Like I know that they were looking like the 85 Bears out there, but like the Giants are just that bad.
I mean, I could say weather, and I could say Danny Dumbass, but man, they're past. I mean, this is how.
You shouldn't have said anything. Titan said, "I'm trading Purdy for an RB to kill Purdy."
No, it's not how it works. He already had him, so no matter what he does, I just want him farther away from him just to get him safe.
No, it was always whoever he trades away.
Just me.
That was always how it started.
He's so powerful these days, bro. Because so powerful these days, he can even mock draft him. He kills him.
He's so powerful that he killed Travis Kelce. I couldn't even roll him out week 1 against him.
I swear to God, I've seen him draft Aaron Rodgers before.
Austin in the house. What up, Austin? How you feeling after week 1? You pissed off? You panicking? Or you happy?
Austin told us at the gate too. He was like, looks like an Achilles.
No, he said
that was Candlestick.
He thought it was a Liz Frank, he said.
That was Candlestick, actually. Candlestick was like the recoil.
And Song said, dude took Jalen Hurts from me and has Herbert already. I don't think it helps his team because one of those 2 quarterbacks is going to be a bitch, like you said. Yeah, in the offense only Debo league. It's funny. He was already trying to trade me. I thought that it was the Debo with IDP. And I was like, oh, okay. So I might not be that bad, but I might have to give up a player, but might not be looking that bad. And but no, it was the offense only. And that one I caught a dub, so I'm not really worried about trading right away. Like it's like luxury trading. Only
last year, it's funny because last year, man, and both the Debos I got in there like at what was it, 6 and 8.
Got in.
It's a bloodbath.
The dance.
It was a bloodbath. Like it was like that last because there was like several weeks where you would see fools, they're just sitting.
Titan said he traded Rodgers in the offseason.
Told you.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. He can receive them. He can trade them away. He can even just draft them.
Austin said he's vibing.
Reaper.
Austin said he's vibing. Won 4 out of 5 leagues. Let's go.
Let's go. You know what?
Alex said week 1 love. There we go.
Him.
Yep. Hell yeah. Maintain and sustain. I like it. It needs to be a new segment.
Right? Because it's by someone on a per game basis, right? Not somebody who's just blowing up here and there, like out of nowhere and shit. And you're trying to play them every week like some flyers and shit. You know what I mean? We got to maintain and sustain this thing.
Yeah, not like the super best ball truthers. I get super excited about.
Did you buy anyone saying that? They're like, oh, yeah.
Any name. That 1 week you blew up.
Any name. You know what I'm saying? Any name, bro. There'll be a motherfucker right. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this though. I'm excited. Waivers.
What makes sense? I think Titans did good because the forced trade league, especially Superflex, you're gonna have to steal the 1 to 3 option, which in this case normally a QB leaves insurance for the next match.
But here's the thing. It's also like it's also designed to have the semi-shallow bench.
We have not.
I got to a point where I was ripping them up like 3 weeks straight, and I was just snatching everybody's QBs, bro. Then all of a sudden, I'm like, fuck, and now I need to trade something because like I have my bench is all QBs and shit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was able to do it just with like hiding players in IR that were like, you know what I mean? You know how like they're like down 4 or whatever, like hide them during the week. And then, you know, just making adjustments like accordingly. Because even I came to a point, it's like, fuck, okay, I got to throw in all these shitty players, at least just to have a lineup because I couldn't even afford to like not sit anyone. You know what I mean? Because I just had no space, right? So I have all my good players on the bench. I put the shitty guys in there with the shitty QBs and like, yeah, take them. Take fucking Mike White from me. You know what I mean? Like, beat me and take Mike White. And then I remember even I played Crispy 1 week. He's like, I don't like anything you got in your lineup. You go that way, I go this way then. You know what I mean? Like,
oh man. And that was my downfall last year was trading not to improve my team every week.
Just to hurt someone, huh?
Yeah, for sure.
I was doing that every time.
Like, thinking it's more about snatching, his chain versus like, you know, snatching the chain.
Somebody in to snatch his chain, his pants, his fuck. He comes through, he just draws at that point. I'm like, listen, bro, I don't give a fucking snake leave your ass butt naked in this motherfucker.
Because Titans had it right. Titans had it right the first way. And like, no matter who you steal, it's still going to hurt the other team. You're stealing a starter, you know, from the team. So no matter what, it's going to hurt.
But you're talking about because team specific, his RB2 was DeAndre Not So Swift, right?
Yeah. Like he's got DeAndre Swift, who's right there. Like, yeah.
Especially when this is kind of like, even though it's a season long joint, it is on a week to week basis because you can get got. And, you know, David Montgomery, he's playing the Seahawks next week, bro. And they're just continuing for the last 3 years straight to be one of the shittier run defenses out there. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't had it right the first time, but he went back. He wanted to kill someone instead of making his team better.
Because he's the fantasy reaper. He's doing what he's supposed to do. And I'm kind of proud of him. I was the one that diagnosed him. And I remember he tried, first of all, I was like, it's not me. Because at one point, right, what was it? It was good. It was the Gus Edwards. We just did a trade. I mean, we just did a draft. I get Gus Edwards. And I pair Gus Edwards with something else, and then I get Antonio Gibson from him, right? It's like fucking 30 minutes later, then Gus Edwards tears his ACL. And he's like, oh, no one trade. He would jump in the chat, right? Nobody trade with Bogey. Said, wait a second. And then it was when Antonio Gibson died on me. I said, it's him. He's the Reaper.
And Bake said Titans didn't have a backup third QB option. It don't matter. I mean, he doesn't have a starting number 2 wide running back. Like, what's worse, backup QB or a starting running back? Like, I would say a starting running back's more important than a backup QB. You better not lose to the guy who just lost. Yeah, he's throwing Purdy on the bench. And I got McCorkle over there. I mean, I don't like it, but, you know, we're still going to war. It's not like I don't have a QB.
Hey, McCorkle Jones about to play the Dolphins, bro.
Yeah.
Dolphins defense, they haven't got it together, and they're hella exploitable opposite of Xavier Howard. If you watch that game, they're just picking on everyone on who. You know what I mean?
I'm calling it right now. Stevenson, 10 receptions.
They're gonna need it because they can't. If they couldn't get no run. Oh, but you know what, bro? I mean, Kelly and Austin Powers, they put up like 2 bills on them.
Yeah,
they put up over 2 bills on the ground on them.
Yeah.
Oh, that might hurt McCorkle. Cause I like McCorkle.
They got
They
got Zeke and Stevenson, man. Like, I mean, it's not like they're going to be able to live off of that. Like,
that line is bad.
They ain't putting up 200.
Listen. I want McCorkle to shoot it out, man.
That's what we want.
We said it week 1 too. I said, listen. But see,
I'm going to go down nice and big. That's going to be the Patriots' recipe.
I still took the under on that game.
That's going to be the Patriots' recipe. It's going to be the Patriots' recipe for success for our fantasy. They're going to go down by like 20 points, like nice and early. And then they're just going to have to keep throwing to get back in that game.
And you know, it's crazy. It's going to match up like where it's going to be entertaining, where it's because their best attributes is through the air. And then on the defense, it's their secondary. That's their best attributes. You know what I mean, for the Patriots.
And did the Patriots fucking not make second half adjustments like nobody's business? I mean, they always do.
I mean, they didn't score any points after that for a minute. Remember that?
Right. Yeah.
It was like 16. When they went into the half, it was 16.
Yeah.
The Eagles had 6. Yeah. Here's another thing too. Fucking what that was like even in game adjustments. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Hold on. I just thought about it. I have to put a beer in the freezer. Oh, no.
Yeah, don't let that shit blow up. And Antonio, oh, you son of a bitch. He said, Titans, you did this to me. He said, that's it. We just got to kill Titans. Get rid of the curse. Oh, man. Fucking Titans, man. Fucking Titans. And they just killed Watson like that. Did you hear that? Bogey Antonio said, Titans, you did this to me.
He did it.
And then he said, that's it. They said, that's it. We just got to kill Titans. Get rid of this curse.
No, don't kill him. We might all die. He is the Reaper. He's the balance.
Oh, man.
He's the bridge between this
he's the
side
balance.
and the other.
He's the balance to the force.
If we kill him, he can destroy everything.
And Beg said the league is called Debo Snatch Your Chain, not Thanos Snatch Your Stone. He said, I thought that was the point, to hurt your opponent's feelings. Well, I mean,
the point is to win when you're in the league.
Yeah,
to win the championship, because there's a chip at the end at the rainbow. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, because I didn't come back this year just because like it was just like money wise, you know, I was able to cut out like a bunch of extra leagues for the Green Bowl. You know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. That one's $600. You know what I mean? That's not cheap. But like I knew if I was to come back, I would know exactly what I would do, because you got to kind of pay. If you're not learning quick on the fly, you know what I'm saying? You know, like it's about improving your team as well as hurting someone. In this case, he should have improved his team, because man, like he might get he had
it right the right way, and then he changed his thought process, because he did offer DeAndre Swift for Montgomery. That fills a big hole in his team. And then he was like, nah, you know what? Fuck that. I'm gonna do something that hurts us more. I have a backup QB though. He doesn't. So I mean, yeah, he grabs Watson. He's gonna put Purdy on the bench. And if Purdy throws up another 25 and DeAndre Swift throws up 5 and he loses somehow.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that you had a third, you know what I mean, with McCorkle, I wouldn't, that way he would have not had Watson, because now Watson's gonna die. They all must die.
And no, and Crispy said, which Watson? Deshaun Watson.
You know what? He's so powerful right now. He's so powerful that is not Christian Watson hurt right now. It's just like now he's just like all the Watsons.
Everyone with that name. You share a name, you're fucked.
Sammy Watkins like, oh, even he's hurt. It's just close enough. You know what I mean?
420 AM radio. He said, what do you think about the Jets trying to get back Mike White? I mean, we've heard that, but Mike White's not. I mean,
Mike White is from Florida, and the Dolphins is his team. In that preseason game, he had his entire family out there. Uh-oh. She's waking up.
And he's just going to be a backup anyways, so it don't matter. Him and Zach Wilson are similar. All right, and Antonio said Watson will pull down the towel and on the injury demon and make him turn around and run.
You might fuck the Reaper.
Titan said, I'm hoping my IDPs and wide receivers do enough to cover Swift. Better hope so. I think the team that you're playing isn't too good, but I don't think he has the best running backs either. That's why his team isn't good.
You might just need to take to the waiver or something or make a trade.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't mean like if you could send a QB straight up for a thing, you could send a QB and then a running and something and bring back a QB and a running back. You know what I mean? Like, this one lateral trades is all right.
Bake said BS is about to be salty. I mean, everyone who loses any game, like in the beginning, is going to be salty.
I'm still salty. That's why I didn't come back. I ain't gonna lie. Get me. Then, fuck them.
In the other one, so I lose Deshaun for likely in this one. Like, that's fucking bad, you know. And then in the other one, though, who did I trade? I can't remember. Who did I trade away? Antonio Gibson, and I'm bringing back Jamar Chase to pair with Tyreek Hill. Feeling nice. 4:20 a.m. said backup to take over for Zach, when Zach can't hack it. Yeah, they are going to have to get some kind of backup, so they are going to have to make some kind of move. They don't even have a backup on their depth chart, so they might have to go out and get 2 QBs somehow to exploit that third QB rule.
Here, look at the Green Bay. Look at all the QBs in the last like 4 years on the Green Bay roster. Because then that's the well they're gonna go to, like all the backups, whoever they may have been, the thirds.
Crispy said, "Kill that motherfucker, Titans." And Peacock said it's a long season, no reason to be salty yet. Well, we're talking about the Debo League specifically, where if you lose week 1, you have to accept any trade that the person sends you, and it's going to be starter for starter. And yeah, people are going to be losing some stars this week.
Hey, this is the type of league, if like I play with all my homies, they would like shank each other at one point. They'd be going down and then fuck that shit. Because then there would be, I got this guy, Nancy, I always reference him. He'd be in the league and he'd be the first one mad week 1. What? It's a forced trade league? Like, yeah, because he never pays attention to shit or nothing. Like, he doesn't vote for nothing. And he's the one that comes through complaining about everything. Like, what the fuck? Why is it like this? Motherfucker, the fuck up, dude. I'm not doing that shit. He'd be mad. I'm quitting the league. Like, fuck, brother, for real. He would quit.
In week 1.
Yeah, week 1. That would happen. Or we all have it out. We're having it out.
One Nation said Wentz to the Jets. I don't think so, but I mean, that is low-hanging fruit. He's available, right? He didn't even get picked up to go anywhere, but that's also a bad sign that he did not get picked up.
You ready for this?
Yeah.
Okay. They're going to trade for Teddy Bridgewater. Where's Bridgewater at? He's in Detroit. Oh, no, they love him there. They need him there.
Yeah.
Okay. I got it. Blake Bortles. He was on that practice squad before.
Yeah.
In Green Bay. Remember, it was for a cut hair. It was for a season, actually. He just never had to get elevated for any reason. You know what I mean? Blake Horribles. Because they're gonna go with Zach Wilson. And we're talking about who's gonna get a backup. Even if Carson Wentz goes there, I'm saying it. It would be Zach Wilson until further notice. Like, Zach Wilson would have to be like playing super horrible and they're like, all right, Wentz get in there. Or like Zach Wilson die. Because Zach Wilson dies too.
Yeah.
He's not, he's been hurt every year. You know what I mean?
And
oh no.
Dennis said it's Nolan Smith, the next man up with Dean hurt. I think so, but I'm not 100%.
Well, Nolan Smith's the outside linebacker though. You know what I mean?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, we don't really, I don't even think Nakobe Dean is the only like middle linebacker, interior linebacker that they have. Yeah, everybody else is playing either the Will or the Sam. So yeah. So we'll see who they put in there. I mean,
and I'm going off of what I saw in preseason. They had Nolan Smith coming off the edge and you know what I mean? Like,
right. Like,
because
it's Nolan Smith and like Hassan Reddick. I mean, those are the guys. Like, they're the ones who kind of play the similar role.
I would say And I think Nakobe Dean, if they don't put him on the IR, we're just looking at a couple weeks. So I'm not really tripping. It's just they'll put a Band-Aid on it for now. And I think like in a couple weeks, that Band-Aid, the backer will be like a Rashad Evans because that's who they signed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because he's good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he's good. He's better than Zach Cunningham. And ironically, he was out there with Cunningham too, huh? In Houston before?
Yeah.
In Houston? Or no, Tennessee? Were they in Tennessee together?
Oh, which one was it?
Were they in both Houston and Tennessee together at one point?
Could have been. They could have been.
Yeah, because those guys have been kind of moving around, and then like they split ways. Went to Atlanta, and he killed it.
Crispy, what are you talking about? He said, "Looks like Killer Clowns is on your ass in the Debo League." What do you mean on my ass? We didn't play each other. Or did we play him?
Maybe in the chat. Is he maybe in the chat?
Let me see. I don't think so. I didn't see anything.
Killer Clowns is one of your mortal enemies. So he's like, look, hold on. Fuck this shit. What are you talking about?
Damn, Crispy stealing Stephon Diggs and sending it back to Juju Smith-Schuster.
You know what was alarming about Juju? It was this. He played like the least snaps too.
Right.
What in the fuck? Maybe they don't like him.
Oh, Crispy said in the weekly report. Oh, okay. Oh, because I scored the highest points. I don't care. Crispy, I ask any real racer out here. Okay. It don't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. Winning is winning.
Why? What happened?
No, I had like 175. He had like 171.
That's marginable. It's not close. That's 4 points. Close is like less than a point or a point. Come on.
Man, Gibson got me negative 0.1 points and still scored that much. I could have played Sky Moore over him and he scored a half a point more. Fucking Gibson fumbled, and then Rivera's like, "You're in the fucking doghouse because we got a guy who got shot in his ass and is still out there not fumbling the ball."
That's trying to get lows. What the workload look like? Give me a B-Rob Mob stat line. I haven't went and broke down that game at all yet. Because I remember watching the majority of it's like ugly.
And we are still going to do the waivers, guys. Don't worry.
Yeah, we should do it. She went back to sleep, though. She always gets up. Goes back to sleep.
B-Rob, 19 carries, 59 yards. Not the best, though.
Yep.
But Gibson, it was 3 for 9. Fumbled.
And you know what? That offensive line in Washington, not any good.
Nah, it's really bad.
Nope. But I like the volume. Give me that.
Sucks that they only got 1 reception each. Like that was really trash. And like seemed like it was a game script that would have called for some of that.
Not necessarily because they were smacking.
I mean, they were losing at one point. Like
at one point, yeah, that was in the third quarter. And then
they were losing early, and then they tied it. Like somewhere in the second half.
You know what that game was?
They were losing.
The whole game was like hella clunky and sloppy on both sides. It was like, you had a he's not a first time play caller, but obviously he's his first time out there be enemy with this team. They look like it, you know what I mean? And then here's the offense. Here's a defensive minded rookie head coach with the Cardinals, and his defense looked like they you know what I mean?
Yeah,
his defense looked like that David's handling. And then he on offense just hella clunky because you got a first time play caller and he traded for his guy Josh Dobbs.
Yeah,
that's just funny.
And then I want to shout out. We have our in the 32 team league. We had some hitters in there. Looks like Sticky Picky was the Sticky Picky and Chaotic. Jesus. Over 200 points in the Marvel multiverse.
I think I got a dub with 98 points.
You lucky bastard.
Did I? No, check me out. Is that because I skimmed through that this morning when I was doing my count?
You got a dub with 98 points.
See, okay, look at my recalls. Incredible. 30. Yeah, I went 30-8 week 1. Come on, we got to sustain this thing.
You lucky bastard.
This thing. I mean, it's the sketchy. It happened to me. I played another shitty motherfucker, bro. Hey, man, it's only right, man, to guillotine shit, man. We all saw Brees Hall just run and chop my head off. Hey, listen, in true fashion, bro.
Oh, shit, you played Taco and you beat him by like less than a point.
Because I am the real Taco in real life. I'm like if Taco and Rafi somehow had a kid.
Oh, man, it's because he attached his cart to Danny Pesos.
I mean, and what's
oh, see, fucked up, man. He's not watching the show. He played Donovan Wilson.
And
got a fat 0.
I didn't even play. I played Duggar over Cisco.
Yeah, man, you had Sky Moore and Higgins and Quentin Johnston.
I mean,
in your lineup didn't even matter because you had Danny Pesos and
oh my god, that's bad. You know what I'm talking about? Let's get to these waivers, man. Listen, I'm just, you know why I wanted to change the subject? Because I almost got giddy there. I never get lucky like that, man. No, I'm serious. And
Dennis said I pulled out a dub in the 32. There you go.
I would say luck doesn't exist, but I know it's real because I have bad luck. So it's not familiar to have a nice little good luck right there.
Not in familiar territory.
Nah, look at I didn't deserve to win that one at all. Look at I was like, listen, give me 3 zeros to start. I had handicap my shit first or what? Give me 3 O's.
Watson over there scored 30 points though.
I want my shit to say ooh.
And Antonio said, I don't know. Arizona D wasn't bad last week. Pesos was. Yeah.
And like I'll stream Arizona against them, but see also like the Giants. I mean, they came out division rival, bad weather. I mean, you know, I can make all kind of excuses for them. The line was whack. Danny's a dumbass.
It's because Philly Mike OG said Danny Dimes started the week versus Arizona for 6,000. Hell no. Did you see the Giants team? You want to attach any kind of money?
It's DFS.
Yeah,
and to be contrarian, who in their right minds, everyone's thinking that way. That's the way you got to think sometimes in DFS. You know what I'm saying? Like,
what if he goes out there and puts up 5 points for you?
Okay, all right. How about this? Remember what I was saying last week? I think it was like on Friday. It might even been Saturday. Some Big Mike, he was asking about like Mims or something like that, right? I said, well, listen, everyone's hyped on Mims. If you don't have Mims, everyone that does have Mims, when he fails, you already leveled like that much of the landscape, right?
Yeah.
You don't have them. And then look at Mims. What'd he do? Shit.
Nothing.
He did nothing. So it's like all those fools, they just died right there. See, Danny Dumbass, you might be it's what is it? What if he does like
Antonio?
Like, I mean, with the pricing, if he does enough to where he gets,
Damn, he said he started Joe Burrow and Mims. Yeah. Bye-bye. Teams, yeah.
So it's like, that's where contrarian, because you gotta remember, you gotta be able to
he started Mims over Atwell. I mean, I don't think anyone was really on Tutu like that. I mean, if anyone knew anything about
but he's a contrarian. He's a contrarian mindset though. So that's where he's thinking Tutu. That was the move, right? Because no one was thinking Tutu.
Right.
You gotta
I'm
start
sure
trying to
Tutu's
think
like
what no
minimum
one's thinking. You know what I mean?
And Tutu's like probably minimum for what,
Super
like whatever
minimum.
the lowest is for wide receiver.
Yeah, he's the min.
Cost, right?
Hell yeah, he's the min.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And fucking, I don't know. See, I get excited about that shit because I was a super degen. Like my builds would be so fucking contrarian. I'd have hella money still left. I mean, we're gonna roll this one out because especially what's fucked up is when I win in a fucked up way like that. I'm like, okay,
we're doing this every time
because I stopped wasting money on the milli makers and all that shit. That's like I would have like what's the max you could do back in the days? 3 or 2. I forget what the max was. I think it was 3 entries, right? So that's like $60 every weekend every Sunday, right?
Yeah,
so that's $240 a month. And then like I remember one time I had won like I don't know like 1,400, and then like it was like in a month that was all gone from playing the milli maker. You know what I mean?
Damn,
just throwing it all back. But I won that on like a small tourney. Yeah, like because I'm trying to win $1 million, bro. Yeah, you start doing the math. Okay, $240 a month to get a chance at $1 million 4 times a month.
Right.
Yeah, we're doing that. And then, but 3 years later, it's like, yeah, I'm not fuck that shit.
Yeah. Yeah, a couple years later, they're like, DraftKings loses a class action lawsuit.
I probably got that check somewhere, bro. They can't find me.
Well, you had to sign up for the class action lawsuit.
I didn't sign
and like,
up.
it's so funny. I
Don't
signed
put
up
my
for
name on nothing.
I signed up for that shit because I was hella pissed. Like, these motherfuckers jacking my money, fucking cheating me out of money. And I signed up for that shit, and I tried to go into DraftKings one time. Your account has been suspended.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. But after they lost the class action,
I don't remember whatever email or login I used at the time. I didn't know the card I was using though.
After they lost the class action lawsuit, they paid everyone back in DraftKings bucks.
That's awesome.
And then you could access your account.
Like bogey bucks?
Well, yeah, except you can bet with these.
Yeah, mine is just fantasy. Yeah, but okay, let's get to it. Let's get, you know what I mean? Waivers.
Yeah, that show's funny. They gave, I think I won like 250 DraftKings bucks in that.
And you refused to go back?
No, I think I can't remember what I did with it, but then I ended up moving to Vegas. Like this happened like
yeah.
Before I moved to Vegas. So like,
I would have been on them props for show.
Oh yeah, I mean there's like
that was my last little once they started adding the props, like, oh, I should go back. I have a vendetta against DraftKings. But yeah, me and Candlestick used to win a ton. Then shout out to my man Dino. I always reference him, right? Because I remember one time he just came through to watch football. He's like, well, what is that? It's fantasy shit. What are you talking about? And I showed him the shit on the DraftKings. And then he's like, then all of a sudden he hits me one day. They got like a 25-cent arcade, blood. I said, word? He's like, yeah, bro, I got like 100 lineups. You're crazy.
Fucking,
he was hitting though. He was hitting like $10, $8.
In the league, DraftKings ended up having a big storyline in the very last season because Pete, his whole thing is like he's non-committal. That's why he doesn't get married.
Yeah.
All that. He was like, what's more non-committal than daily fantasy football? He was like, this is like so perfect for me. No commitments week to week. And he ends up going like for the Millie Maker or whatever. And like, he was like the 10 top people, like they go draft in like the same spot or whatever. And like a Buffalo Wild Wings or whatever. And he's like talking shit to people. First, he's trying to spark up conversation. And then they'll be like, did you just ask me a question? I'm going up against you for $1 million right now. And everyone's just like assholes. And then he starts talking shit when he's winning.
Oh, he won a satellite to go to the thing?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I had one of the homies that went to that shit. What was the homie of the homie?
Fucking wild.
Yeah, they went like 25,000 just before you even go there. Like, when you win that satellite?
Yeah.
Dude, okay, look at this. I totally forgot what I was going to say. Like this week, so maybe I'll remember.
Yeah, this is a sign that we should just get to the waivers. Here we go. All right.
Coming in hot.
We're going to start off with the QBs. Here we go. Waiver Wire Tuesday. And we are starting off with the quarterbacks. We talk about guys that are rostered in 60% or less of leagues. And we'll always try to deep dive to like the very bottom of the percentages. Try to
we're deep diving to the bottom. Pause.
We got to go real deep into the
bottom.
Pause. All right. And it's ugly when we are talking under 60%. The first couple guys, and really these might be the only guys. There's 4 guys here. No, there's 5 guys here. All levels, all different levels. And we got Jordan Love versus Atlanta, 32%. I'm probably avoiding him versus Atlanta. They're nasty in the secondary, but 32% rostered. Probably out there in your leagues if you need someone to replace Aaron Rodgers. Or in a super flex, probably not available, but it could be if it's a more shallow league. Dangerous Wilson going up against Washington, 53% rostered. Arizona's whack, but Washington's defense did not look that solid out there. Matthew Stafford versus San Fran, 29% rostered.
Stay away from that one.
I'm going to say hell no to that. Just avoid that.
Yeah.
Derek Carr versus Carolina, 38% rostered.
That secondary was getting got.
They lost J.C. Horn as well, and I got an update that he's more than likely not playing week 2.
That secondary's getting got.
So that might be a spot, and it's on Monday Night Football. So then you
They
get a
play Monday night.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Then you get a potential
Saints
versus and they're at Carolina.
Oh no, Derek Carr outside.
That might not be good, but 38% rostered. Baker Mayfield versus Chicago, only 10% rostered.
That one sounds reckless and fun.
That's the one that I'm almost inclined because look at how bad Chicago's secondary looked.
Yeah, they didn't have it together, bro. At all.
Bad.
What happened there?
All bad.
Because Jordan Love is not like he went out there and lit up the world. It was more like Chicago was that bad too.
Yeah.
On every level. I kind of like it. It's gonna be great for IDP.
Yeah. And so we do got Kenny Pickett as well, 37%, but versus Cleveland. I'm gonna say no because Cleveland, man, their secondary is looking really nice.
You know,
I know Joe Burrow didn't have it all together, but they got a solid secondary.
Jim Schwartz, man, been saying it all offseason, like they're gonna make them better.
Yeah. Now, how about McCorkle Jones versus Miami? Only 9% roster. There's another reckless one that you got to do.
Yeah.
might even be available in your super flex leagues.
Maybe. I probably have him if I'm in that league, and I'm finna trade him to you. I got Mac Jones on the block everywhere,
and
I got all the Mac Jones. At one point, I think it was like late July. I just took an exit onto the Mac Jones as my favorite third QB target. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, okay, we're taking the exit on this one. All the Mac Jones late.
So it's crazy. Baker Mayfield and McCorkle Mac Jones.
Those are my two guys, though, weren't they?
Out of all these guys, those are the ones that I'm going to say pick up and start for week 2. Because you want those matchups. Both guys are at home.
And
both
that's if
guys
you have an Aaron Rodgers.
Yep.
If you have a Danny Dumbass, I might even, because I don't know if I want to play Danny. You know who's very familiar with Danny Dumbass? Gannon, that head coach of Arizona.
Yeah.
Because Gannon came over from being the DC in Philly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Very familiar. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
If I have a Danny Dumbass or Aaron Rodgers, or I'm looking at these motherfuckers right here.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
And we're not deep diving any farther than that. There are other guys who are less owned. We're not deep diving any farther.
Like I love Sam the Wolf Howell, stuff like that. But we're not playing him against Denver. We're not doing, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, but yes, we can move on.
All right. Yeah. All right. Give me one sec here.
Oh, yeah, take time. Get high, my friend. While you're at it. I was gonna say when I thought she was waking up again, I was like, damn, because she be waking up dummy early, then go back to sleep again. You know what I mean?
Tino said, yo, House, look at this chat. So it's a matter of paper chasing. Danny Dickless, Danny Basuda, Danny Pennies.
Hey, that's kind of tight. Like instead of JC Pennies, like Danny Pennies.
Danny Pesos, man. I mean, it's still one of the lowest, forms of currency out there.
And, but it's all it's the American version, Danny Pennies.
He sucks, man.
We clown you know what was fucked up? It was like back when you were a kid growing up, right? Like motherfuckers used to clown like where you got your clothes from, yeah.
Oh yeah, like if you got your shit at like Mervin's or something.
Man, Mervin was hard too. I'll fight someone when they say, "Would you get that?" Yeah, bro. And what?
Got your shoes at Payless? Got your shoes at Payless? You're getting clowned.
Oh shit! You got the shoes at Payless that had the pump on it. You didn't know any better. You're like, oh hell yeah, I got some shoes with pumps on it, motherfuckers, to beat your ass.
Oh man! What the hell? Tino said, "Quick check Jets Cowboys line." My brother-in-law said I was able to get it at -3.
Oh, we might need to lock something right now. Just right now before it goes crazier.
Let's see.
Oh no, they're onto it.
That's what he was talking about.
It's out in the world. That's what he said. Fuck me.
Let's see.
Yeah.
I mean, this is Vegas too.
Oh,
So
I should have did that last night. I didn't think about it. I was just too devastated from Rodgers, bro. I love you, Rodgers.
Yeah. See, I mean, this is Vegas also. I mean, it's -9.5 over there.
Oh, I think that.
Yeah. I doubt that changed right this second.
You know what's crazy? That offensive line and the New York Jets offensive line too is they might get Swiss cheesed, bro.
Yeah.
I almost want to take the Cowboys and the points. I feel like they'll get it. I feel like they beat them by double digits.
They could.
We should take that now.
It'll probably. I mean, it's 9.5. Like, I don't know. I'm not in the rush.
Nah, it might go higher. It might go higher. And of course,
like it's the NFL. Like, it doesn't go higher than 10 that often.
It is a good ass defense.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Zach Wilson, bro.
Yeah.
Okay. What was the year?
I'd still take the Jets. Like, man, I mean, with the points, with that many points. Bet they only win.
I mean, yeah.
Cowboys always figure out a way to fuck it up. And Giants had horrible defense. Like, the Jets are the exact opposite with the defense. All right. Let's jump in to the running backs now.
Coming in, Matt.
All right, here we go. Let's mosey on down the road to the running backs. And who's just someone that you could think of just right off the top of your head without even looking at percentages?
Joshua Kelly.
Yeah. Let's see where he's at on here. 7% rostered at the moment.
I was telling everybody in the offseason that when you got a Kellen Moore coming over from Dallas, being now the new OC in LA for the Chargers specifically, because I can't just say LA, right? Anyways, these motherfuckers are going to run two backs. It was just going to be Austin Eckler, and it was just figuring out, is it going to be Kelly or Isaiah Spiller? And once it was Kelly, it was almost like he should have just been everyone's last pick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I go get him.
Especially with Austin Eckler's ankle injury. That's another thing. He's going to be making business decisions this year. So you better go out there and get you some Josh Kelly. Tyler Algier, that's probably the lowest hanging fruit out there. 57% rostered, so probably not even available in a lot of your leagues out there, but there's 43% of leagues out there, give or take, that he's available in. So go pick him up. Going up against Green Bay.
League, I'm sure. I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Just those standard, 7 starters and 5 or 6 bench. Like, yeah, he wasn't drafted in leagues like that. Kenny Gainwell, 47% rostered. Didn't really do the best, but he was the lead guy there. And that's really all that you want. And everybody who went out there and grabbed Swift and saw Swift get no touches and Gainwell get 14, 15 touches, they're pissed that they didn't get Gainwell.
And just on that, on a side note, in the deeper leagues, Boston Scott, it was someone I would add too, just because fuck those other guys. They love Boston Scott and Kenny Gainwell.
Yeah, for sure. Those are the guys who've been there.
Yeah.
Any healthy scratch, we didn't even need you today.
Forget about it. He's like, you're getting $1 million. He was happy. Hell yeah. I'm getting $1 million to just chill.
And I guess this is obviously the low-hanging fruit is the replacement for J.K. Dobbins, Justice Hill, and Gus Edwards. I'm leaning on Justice Hill. They had him more in there in the red zone.
I'm going to lean on the bus here.
Okay.
Which is cool because we might be able to get a better chance of getting the bus. But actually, no, he's probably drafted more than anything. But if the bus is there, that's who I would take, bro.
Let's see.
He could pass pro. That line is so bad.
He's 21% rostered. Justice Hill's 4% rostered.
Okay.
So both guys,
Like, go try to grab both of them if you can, right? But I'm okay not getting Justice Hill and getting Gus Edwards because everyone's gonna go after Hill. I thought about this because man, that line's so bad. Everyone died on that line too. In week 1, they all died. That pressure's coming. Gus Edwards. When you look at Justice Hill, wee little man.
I'm not saying Justice Hill, or I'm not saying Gus Edwards won't be the guy in between the 20s or even the guy on third down. But they put Justice Hill in there on the short yardage, like red zone more.
I mean, I can dig that because it's more trickery. Yeah, I want the volume guy and the guy who's gonna be on a third down. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And really, at the end of the day, I really don't want either one of these guys. Like, I'd rather go get a Gainwell. I'd rather get an Algier. At least the guys who have a better line and they're on better offenses. Bogey just said it. They lost multiple linemen in this game.
On the left, they lost their left tackle and they lost their center. This for the foreseeable future, but
it's all bad.
He's gonna be running. Lamar, for everyone that has Lamar, you kind of want this in fantasy. He's gonna be running more. You feel me? And like, look at why do you think Zay Flowers, when you go back and watch that game, it's all short A-dot shit. Yeah, because you got to get it out, right? Yeah. And it was the Texans. Oh my God, Will Anderson is the truth, right? But man, it was still just the Texans. Like week 1, like who does Baltimore got next week? Like watch when they get up against like the Steelers.
They got the Bengals.
They got the Bengals. Okay. And when the Bengals are fucking pissed, they're fucking pissed.
They're going to be in a bounce back spot here. Let's see. Any other guys worth mentioning? Oh, I mean, Kyren.
Yeah.
Kyren, 7% rostered. So, I mean, very, very available. But the thing is, they're going up against the Niners. So, not really going to be a matchup where you're like, yeah, let's roll them out there. But maybe just
definitely put him in the category. I put him in the category of grab them and flip them too.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably even better. Just get rid of him before the game versus waiting because his value is going to go down.
You go straight to the J.K. Dobbins guy. Like, what receiver you got for me, bud?
Yeah, especially if you got the number 1 waiver priority or something like that. Like, just do that.
I mean, the Josh Kelly thing.
Derek likes that move. That's the move, Derek. That's the move.
I'm just saying, because all you got week 1, even if you don't like these motherfuckers, you still got to get them somehow. You know what I mean? Like.
And Austin said, "Who's your number 1 waiver wire RB to grab?" I mean, it'd be Tyler. I mean, for me, it was Tyler Algier if he's available, but you got to be in a shallower league.
I'm saying it because, like, I don't think Tyler Algier is going to be available for these savages that fuck with us.
I'm with Bogey on the Josh Kelly because just not necessarily the best matchup, but if Austin Eckler doesn't play, I mean, you got the starting running back on the Chargers.
Yeah, because this one's not necessarily like, oh, I got to get him in and plug him right away and chase last week against the Dolphins. No, you got to have him. This is war. It's a season long thing. You know what I'm saying? Get you a Josh Kelly. You know what I'm saying? And then even I'm telling you, listen, you get the Josh Kelly, bro, and then you go to the Eckler guy, bro, and you say, I give you all of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Someone
like, okay, you don't want to give me all of it? I'll have Kelly.
Someone in Dynasty wanted a 4th rounder for Josh Kelly before Eckler got hurt, and I said no. And
I have Josh Kelly.
No. I was gonna get Kelly for the 4th rounder, and I played hardball, and now different. Now it's gonna be a different price, I'm sure. I didn't even go back to the well because I already know. Like now it's gonna turn into a 2nd rounder,
a 3rd, 3rd and a 4th.
And Peacock said, I'm with Bogey, 8 carries, 9 yards for Hill, kind of yucky. It was those 2 touchdowns. I mean, that's really what it was there. He was out there vulturing. Said he looks like to be the way smaller back. I mean, you know.
He's a wee little man.
I mean, the Gus's nickname is Bus. You know, like, I mean, not that small of a man for sure. So
okay.
Hill's way bigger.
Okay, I know Gus, he's still like probably not even all the way right coming off of his ACL, right? And you know what's crazy is I think Justice Hill actually had an Achilles and an ACL, right?
Yeah.
He had like the trifecta. Right? He completed the trifecta between them.
Yep.
Because now, oh, no. Now Dobbins did it. Oh, shit, because he got the Achilles now. It's the Achilles curse, man. Hey, what kind of exercises do we need to do to like, hey, Peacock, when you're trying to strengthen the Achilles, what are we supposed to do? Like squats or something? I don't know. Someone tell me. I need to make sure my Achilles is right, man.
All right. There's the running backs. Pretty ugly. And but there you have it.
No, there's some potential season long like gold right there, bro.
I know. I'm just saying, like, because of guys already getting hurt and stuff like that. You even gotta like
that was that side
to guys like that. But this is where you make your money in fantasy on the waiver wire, and so you better be picking up running backs. They're the hot commodity, and we're gonna get into wide receivers next. But I always feel like it's the running back gold that you strike could turn into a lot of trades.
I mean, because running backs, they show the circle of life, right? When one dies, another is born. It's a circle of life. I'm about to throw on that soundtrack, bro. What's that dude? The little kid, the little Jackson 5 kid.
Jason Weaver.
Yes. Damn, they were smart, huh?
Hell yeah.
Said, no, I don't want that $3,000.
Well, no, they offered him $2 million.
Yeah, no, that was just I'm exaggerating. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't want that $2 million. Give me the royalties. And he said that's like still the nicest royalty check that he gets like per year now.
Then once Disney Plus came out, he was like, hell yeah. Now they're just streaming it all day again.
I don't think they get a lot of money from the streams like that. That's what sucks. It's like they get money for
the guild thing. That's what's going on right now. That's right.
Selling the DVDs, selling the movies to like TV, right? You know, like TV deals and shit like that. And you know, a lot of the
wallpapers suck.
Yeah.
Just like the regular papers, you know what I mean?
And real quick before we switch over to wide receivers. And Dan said before you switch over wide receivers, see my question above. What was it? If you're an Eckler owner in redraft, 200 fab, how much would you spend? I'll base everything off of $100 and then you just double it. Well,
I need to look at your roster. I'll holler at me later, Dennis.
I mean, he said he's the Eckler owner. I'm saying you better throw at least 40%, 41% so you can get over for Kelly.
Oh, yeah. No, I remember I was saying like 50 even just like to be real Bogarty.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because like, and even if it's unnecessary, I just do stuff like that because there might be a guy who's like, okay. Like, because you know what? I'm the guy who put 20% and someone put 21% for real. Like, and I'm like, oh my fucking God. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna. If I feel like it's necessary to overpay, 50% is gonna get you it for sure. No one's doing that, but you might be overkilling. I want to look at your roster too. I'd say, 50% fucking get you it.
I'm saying 41, but that rose like 5% since yesterday when I said 36%. So that shows you how fast his value is increasing.
I mean, shit. Especially if some news come out, bro. Just also, follow the news too. Because he's not going to be practicing today. It's a Tuesday.
We're not going to hear shit until tomorrow. So we got to make moves today. All right. Let's jump over to the wide receiver category.
Coming in hot.
Here we go. Everybody's favorite position to pick up off the waiver wire. Wide receivers. Here we go. Now, let's I'm going to start with it might be some of the lowest hanging fruit out there.
The big pook?
What?
The big pook?
Go ahead.
No, I was asking you the big pook.
Oh, of course. Yeah. I mean, if Cooper Kupp, we already know he isn't playing for 4 weeks. Puka Nuka, you don't get 15 targets like on accident. Like you really don't. He was looking for him often. They had him playing everywhere and looked like every target that he was getting was like a Cooper Kupp type of target.
Yeah. And they had Van Jefferson being Van Jefferson. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't like his role changed at all. Dude.
Same dude.
Only he was drawing the best coverage because he was the more seasoned one. And I feel like you have to pick up Puka no matter what. It's probably
he's only 9% rostered.
Yeah. Okay. Now, how much would you spend on Pooks?
Especially if you have Cooper Kupp. I mean, this is the one. I mean, we're on the running backs, and you said like 50%. if you on Josh Kelly because of Eckler and all that, it's got to be the same thing. It's got to be real similar to like that 50% range because literally this is the hottest waiver wire target on the market right now.
What about the big Pooks and New? Okay, and so what about the Toots on the same team? You got Pooks and the Toots.
So Tutu,
Tootin' and Pooket.
I think that was more just like game script. Yeah, and I mean he only had four receptions, but I mean they were big ones.
What was the targets?
I don't even. Let me see.
He was playing the Z. He was playing the Z receiver.
He had 8. Actually, I'm wrong. Okay, so he had 6 receptions. I thought he had 4.
Yeah,
so
okay, there it is.
He was 6 for 8.
Yeah. Ooh, wow.
119.
You know what that is? That's the. I want to take you back to the 3 wide receiver set.
What we gonna do right here is go back.
Way back.
Back in the time.
You got to go back to the 2017, 2018 Sean McVays where he is routinely, religiously running these 3 wide sets.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And this like that 2-2 at will is kind of interesting because like when now that I think about it, bro, that's how they used to use Brandon Cooks.
Right.
He's the outside. He's playing the Z, but they have him running all the routes though too. They have him moving him in the slot because it's McVay.
Does Sean McVay not like playing with these pieces like this? Pause.
I mean, yeah. And what he always had an edge on is when his edge was always like when people he does what they don't expect. You know what I mean? Because everyone's on to him, he keeps having to switch his shit up. Like
and no one was expecting Tutu and Puka. I mean, everyone was expecting Van Jefferson, and like that's where the defense put a lot of their emphasis was on Van Jefferson until like they finally caught up to it. They're like, huh,
yeah,
Puka has like double-digit targets. Maybe we should cover him a little harder now.
Yeah, that is funny, huh? Because Van Jefferson was just playing the same role he always did in that offense.
Yeah,
but only this time, like he's drawing the better coverage. Okay, look at this. I would like even for both of them. Like, okay, if I had $200 in Fab, I would spend $100 on each of them motherfuckers,
and just go all the way, all in.
Yeah, just get to just see because here's the likelihood of them continuing to. Oh, I don't want to jinx it. Like, it's okay, I don't like they could upset us, right? Because they're playing my Niners next week or this week, right? Yeah. But like, if they get out of contention at one point or another, how about that, right? Yeah. Yeah, like it's gonna be those guys, the Pukas and the Toot, the Pook and the Tootin' and Pooket.
Pook and the Toot.
Tootin' and Pooket. Tootin' and Pooket. Hey, that's a song. That's one.
Here's who I will put right behind those guys. Emil shouted out Allen Robinson. Yeah, Deontay Johnson's missing multiple weeks, they said, and they said you might as well just consider him unavailable for this next week. Robinson got 8 targets out there, 5 receptions, 64 yards. I mean, with Robinson, it's really we got to just go way back.
What we gonna do right here is go back.
They're gonna have him in the slot too.
Back into time.
He's gonna assume the Deontay Johnson role because if you remember in the offseason, we showed y'all a blurb where it said Allen Robinson says Kenny Pickett is gonna surprise people. You remember this?
Yeah.
And then in that same week, there's another blurb there like Allen Robinson fitting well on his new team, and they got him running in and out of the slot. You know what I mean? So that's how I viewed it. I was like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? If anything happens to Deontay Johnson, now he's dead for a couple weeks.
Yep. We want him there later in the season, but yeah,
and now we're getting A-Rob the Mob, a blast from the past. I like that though. He has trusty hands.
Yeah,
he's not a Deontay Dropson. But also like he doesn't have no speed or no like he's just he's better in the slot these days too. Yeah, high percentage shit.
Yeah. How about Josh Reynolds, Goff's homie over there? He's only 1% rostered, so he's just available everywhere. If you need some kind of flex, or you had Deontay Johnson or Tyler Lockett, who I mean we don't know if he's gonna miss yet because of the concussion.
I'll put 20%. I'll put like 25%, 20%.
Like, what do you think? Like, even when Jameson comes back, Reynolds probably still going to be getting more targets than Jameson in a game.
It's a real thing when you're suspended because you can't even rehab. You can't utilize the team's medical or anything. You can't do anything with that from the organization. And remember, he came out. He had a hamstring. So how is he rehabbing his hamstring while he's suspended? You know what I mean?
Right.
That's the thing with Jameson Williams. So and what is that, 6 weeks suspension? So we got 5 weeks to Josh Reynolds. Yeah, I put like 25%, maybe even 30, because he actually does have that rapport with the Josh Reynolds. You know what I mean?
Now, Houston, I mean, it's not like they have one of the best like offenses or anything, but Robert Woods is the clear cut like number one, like over there. And he had 10 targets, 6 receptions, 57 yards. Everyone else just got kind of sprinkled in here and there. Nico dropped like a big one that I remember seeing, but he's the PPR guy.
Targets too. They all came late, if I remember correctly.
I think so. I don't even remember too much of that game.
And you know, I will say for Bobby Trees, you know what I mean, he's never gonna lead the field because he blocks like no other.
Yeah,
he's one of the best like receiving blockers.
Yeah,
for the run game, and that's what they're gonna want to do.
Only 4% rostered, so he's readily available if you need some random flex getting thrown in. They're going up against Indy. Indy doesn't have the best corners over there.
You want to go over that middle of that field, though. Oh. Indy runs a cover 3, so it's a lot of zones. So I mean, someone like a Bobby Trees would eat. You know what I mean? Because they
a lot of targets, may not have any touchdowns or anything, but you know, we're hoping for at least 10 targets and 6-7 receptions, 60-70 yards. I mean, it's really what you can hope for,
right? Yeah, we're looking for like a 4 for 60, 4 for 70.
It's gonna be ugly. It's gonna be ugly.
It'd be more like a 6 for like 50.
No, that's what he was. I mean, 6 for 54.
Okay, there it is.
Come on, gain a buck. Gain a buck. Come on. All right, here's one. Man, not such a household name, but Curtis Samuel, 5 targets, 5 receptions, 54 yards. We got Scary Terry going to be going up against Patrick Surtain over there. So, I mean, he just might be one of those sneaky plays, 5-6 targets, 5-6 receptions, maybe even a goal line, carry your target for a touchdown. We've seen Rivera. He likes Curtis Samuel. He really does.
I know. It's just only in the beginning of the year though, right?
That's why this is the time, right? Get him. He gets a touchdown, flip him.
You know what I'll do with Curtis Samuel? I'll put it in the 0 bid, bro. If I get him, I get him.
Yeah. Oh man, what the hell? And Yuck said I just tried to get Curtis off the homie. I mean, that's it. It's someone that not everyone's really going to be like super excited about. That's for sure.
I mean, they will run a ton of 3 wides. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you have your track stars on the outside, and then here's this fucking little fucker just stealing it all. Because that pressure's coming through, bro. It's hard for players to develop down the field when that pressure's coming through, bro. How many times they get to my guy, the Wolfman?
A lot.
Like 6?
Yeah, like 6.
Yeah, I was gonna say he had the week 1 record until Danny Dumbass was like, fucking hold my beer, bro. I'm about to take 9 to the ass. And 2 of them ain't gonna count, but it's still gonna be 7 on paper.
Oh man, and now we got to get into some ugly territory because Kendrick Bourne, I mean, he was looking nice out there, 3% rostered. Is this something? I mean, he had 11 targets. That's the cause to pause. Is 11 targets.
It's ridiculous. It wasn't just all high percentage shorter A dot shit. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, he was looking for him deep.
Yeah.
Pause.
We'll allow it. It's McCorkle, baby. Let's go, McCorkle.
So I feel
and my man Kendrick Bourne identity, man.
He is good. I mean, if he's getting a lot of the deep stuff over the middle of the field, I mean, might be tough versus their safeties out there because they
like those small, shifty guys too. Even like Bill O'Brien, like when he went to Houston, he always tried to find them guys. Like remember, like a key QT, man.
Yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying? Where like even a Will Fuller for what that's worth, like you know what I'm saying. But at least he was fast. You know what I mean?
Now I know the Alec Pierce, he's done. He's who knows if he'll ever be a thing. But Josh Downs, seems like they had a little bit of a rapport. I mean, maybe not the best because it was 7 targets, 3 receptions for 30 yards. But the 7 targets, though, like he was looking for him. I mean, really, besides Michael Pittman, I mean, that was the next guy up who he was looking for the most.
Yeah. And they came from the team 2. When they first got him there, they had him with the team 2s and all this shit. And same thing with Richardson. So, tends to show up like that way. You know what I mean? They got the early rapport.
Yep. All right. And I think, let me see. I think that's really it. I mean, of course, there's guys who we can dive farther, but I mean, shit, we already talked about guys who are like 1% rostered. So it is diving, pretty much as far as we can go. And that's definitely as far as I want to go.
Super deep league ads. That guy from Buffalo, Hardy.
Yeah, and seeing like
hold on, I got one more. And my man Cedric Tillman, let's go. Super's dead. He's fucking dead. Go.
Yeah, those are some very, very deep ads right there. All right. Let's jump over to the tight ends. Here we go. And here we go with the tight end spot. Man, tight end waivers is always super, super rough. Let's see what we got out there on the waiver wire. And we go 60% or less. And I mean, Gerald Everett, 49% rostered. He didn't do what we wanted him to do and get like 5+ targets. He did get 3 targets, 2 receptions, 21 yards. They're going up against Tennessee, who Tennessee's kind of middle of the road. I'm going to say no to Jake Ferguson, but I know that he's going to be a hot commodity because he got 7 targets, 37% rostered, but I'm going to give him a big thumbs down. Someone said Laporta, but Laporta's already rostered in 65%, so he doesn't even really like make our list here. Juwanna Man Johnson going up against Carolina, and 5 targets, 3 receptions, 36 yards. Could be worse. Could be worse. Who you really should go pick up, though, is Adam Troutman, because they got rid of Alberto. Greg Dulcich got hurt, and Adam Troutman, next man up. He knows this system very well. 0% rostered. They're going up against Washington. Washington's like middle of the road versus tight ends. So, yeah, there's someone who I would go out there and go grab. Dawson Knox. Everyone was all over Kincaid so much that Dawson Knox is only rostered in 22% of leagues. He's getting targets out there. He's going to get some red zone targets as well. They're going up against Vegas. Vegas is always bad against the tight end spot. So we may see we may see both guys getting in some work. Logan Thomas, we talked about him last week. Still only 2% rostered. And going up against Denver, not really the best, but he had 8 targets last week, 4 receptions, 43 yards. Go get you some Logan Thomas over there.
Old man Logan.
Hayden Hurst Helmsley. 7 targets, 5 receptions, 41 yards, only 12% rostered. Going up against the Saints might not be the best play, but it is going to be a volume play, so I'm with it.
We ain't playing.
And how about a guy who I think has one of the better matchups next week? And we've been telling you to pick this guy up for weeks and weeks and months and months and months. Hunter Henry, he's still only 17% rostered. 6 targets, 5 receptions, 56 yards, and that big old greasy touchdown. And going up against Miami.
Speaking of Miami, what's that kid, Craycraft? He's their tight end, right?
Yeah, but Smythe got way more targets than he did, though.
Okay. I was about to ask who, like, I never looked into them. I wouldn't even fool with any of them tight ends over there.
Yeah, It's the Waddle Hill show, man. It's that's all it is. We don't
It's
need
a good
nothing.
show. I'm calling it Surf and Turf. I think that's what I ignorantly came up with yesterday. Because you got the tuna fish, the cheetah, and the penguin.
Yeah. All right. If any of you guys who caught this on replay are into IDP, make sure you go check out the IDP videos as well, because that's what we're about to hop into right now.
This is what I'm talking about. Let's go.
Let's get down to biz.
This is the one right here. This saves people's teams from week to week.
Hell yeah. What up? What up? Fantasy Football Hustler back at you.
What's happening, Bogard Scott? Freeing this thing.
We got another IDP video for you IDP freaks. Get ready, because just like on the offensive side of things, this is where you make your IDP money, right on the waiver wire. Oh, yeah. And we had, offense really sucked, but IDP was killing it for week 1.
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah. Let's see who let me see here. Dang it, we got to get some percentages over here. Why am I not seeing? Yahoo's
are always funny anyway in Yahoo, because there's so many people that play Yahoo IDPs, but they'll have 1 or 2, 3 spots. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you just bear with us, y'all that's watching this, because the percentages, you know what I'm saying, they might be a little wonky.
Yeah, and seeing even I don't even know why they didn't even have all the
we're basically using the percentages to add some dramatization, because we're really just going to tell you the available motherfuckers that you should get. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't even know why they didn't even have the percent. They didn't even have the points up,
or the order.
Well, yeah,
the order of the finishes and stuff.
Yeah, so
but that because it's Yahoo.
Yeah, Yahoo. So we're gonna jump over. We're gonna jump over to Sleeper.
Thank you. Let's go home.
And so let's see who are gonna be some guys here. Let me see.
Where we starting?
We'll start with the DLs. And
Black Josh Allen.
Gotta be. Let's see what
because everybody got TJ Watt for show.
Oh yeah. We already know. Yeah. So Black Josh Allen, 7%.
Go get him.
Going up against Patrick Mahomes, and that line was not that good.
Go get him.
Yeah. So 7% rostered, barely rostered in any of these leagues. We may have to dive a little farther.
Let's go.
How about? Let me see. How about Montez Sweat? Completely just falling off the map. 7% rostered though. Same.
Got him.
Same as the Black Josh Allen. Going up against Denver this week.
Ooh, Russ is getting got.
He takes some sacks to the ass, man.
I see him.
I stinked it. Let's see. Oh, how about your man Drake Jackson?
Oh, Drizzy.
Out there killing it opposite of Nick Bosa. 2% rostered. So that's someone, even in some of these Hustler Dynasty leagues, he's still available. And we go real deep.
And we on that sleeper thing. He got the dual designation. Boom. Cheat code lightweight, because he will get his hands dirty in the run game too.
Hell
they all swarm. They are all swarming.
Let's see. Okay.
Don't run on us.
Jalen Phillips. I was super excited to see Jalen Phillips getting in work.
I'll probably put him up there. I probably might even take him over to Black Josh Allen. No, I'll take the Black Josh in that order.
2% rostered, 6 solos, 5 assisted, and he had the half a sack, and that was like in the fourth quarter to pretty much ice the entire.
When they needed, he went and got it.
Yeah, so it was just nice all around out there for Jalen Phillips. Someone you definitely got to go out there and target. Man, it was wild. Is Jermaine Johnson? Is he finally going to be a thing?
We've been saying it, right? Like we hope. We put. Okay, look at this in order. Here, that class. There's 3 guys in order. I had hopes for Jermaine Johnson, Drake Jackson, and Logan Hall. Logan Hall, we're just not even gonna speak his name ever again.
Yeah.
But these are our guys. And who is it? It's some D'Amico Ryan guys and some fucking Rob Solid guys, man.
4 solo, 1 assisted tackle. Had a big old greasy sack in there as well.
Josh Allen's a big boy too. Yeah,
And
you want to take him down. Pause.
Yeah. And let's see, Jonathan Grenard.
Oh, my man, Grenard. Where's he at? He's still in Houston?
Still in Houston, only
Okay.
2% rostered, 4 solos, had the assisted tackle, had the big old greasy sack. And
it's D'Amico Ryans now.
Going up against Indy, we know Richardson's going to be taking some sacks in every single game because he's going to hold the ball a little too long. So I definitely like that matchup. Let's see. That's a good. I mean, that's a handful of guys that you'll just be able to go out there and get. Just
can you hear that
business? I did hear something in the background.
Okay. Yeah, no, because there's always fools doing construction and shit. But this dude, he's just laying off with the nail gun. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it wasn't loud or anything.
Okay, cool. Go ahead.
And how about Trayvon Walker getting a sack, getting a bunch of tackles? Let's see how much.
Okay, Trayvon.
Let's see how much he's actually
playing.
Well, not how much he's actually playing.
Oh yeah, okay. He's a second-year guy.
1% rostered. So he's
out
available.
I'm just, you know what though? Is he the second coming of Aldon Smith? Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, I mean,
he's the Trent Baalke guy.
He was the number 1 overall pick last year. I mean,
he wasn't Aldon Smith like a rookie year, but I'm saying because that's a Trent Baalke guy. Trent Baalke was like comparing him to Aldon Smith. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely one of those guys who didn't live up to expectations. But now you got to learn for a full year, and we know he's talented.
I used to hate when Trent Baalke was the Niners GM. I used to call him Cousin Baalke. But I love Cousin Baalke, actually. I ain't gonna lie with it.
From Perfect Strangers.
Yeah.
Old school, taking it way back.
What we gonna do right here is go back. Way back. Back into time.
All right. Let's go ahead and let's jump over to the linebackers now.
Yes.
And here we go with everybody's favorite position on the IDP side of things, the linebackers. Now, bear with us, guys, because for whatever reason, Yahoo doesn't have IDP points up right now. Makes no sense to me. So we're looking on Sleeper, but then I got to kind of go back and forth to see where guys are rostered. I'm curious, like a guy like Patrick Queen who balled out. I'm just curious how much he's rostered in these Yahoo leagues. Let's see. Only rostered in 30% of leagues. So those 30% are the ones that probably have like 6 or 7 plus. No.
Oh, 6 or 7 plus, yeah.
Yeah, so not all 30%, but I bet a lot of those is what has it. What I'm saying is he's probably in leagues where it's like you got like 6 or 7 plus guys in that league.
Oh, okay.
It would be like if we went to like all
like the league, like if the league had IDPs.
Right, exactly. Yeah, because if we go to like
an 8-man team.
Yeah, if we go to just overall like all players for IDP, Roquan and Foyo Lacune are 96 and 95% rostered.
Okay.
So that's pretty good though. So that means there's only 4% of Yahoo leagues that don't have IDP included. But a big portion of those is probably just one spot with IDP.
Exactly. And that's why the secondary options like a Patrick Queen wouldn't be rostered like, someone, because if you think about it, when people don't really know IDP, what do? They just take the starters, right?
Yeah, and here it goes. Here's because I'm sure 10 and 12 team leagues, one IDP spot. Here's the guys who are rostered in 50% or more of leagues. So this is probably what it is. Probably at least 50%, 50 to 40% is just like one player in an IDP league. It's Roquan, it's Foyo Lacune, Nick Bolton, CJ Mosley, Zaire Franklin, Micah Parsons, Logan Wilson, TJ Edwards, Bobby Okereke, Fred Warner, Bobby Wagner, and TJ Watt. Those are the only 12 players rostered in more than 50% of Yahoo leagues. Hey, what up, Julio? All right. Here we go. So let's see if we can find some of these guys and how much they are rostered. So how about we start off with Jermaine Pratt, someone who, I mean, shit, he killed it this past week. 11 total tackles, had the sack, had the forced fumble. 7 of those were solo tackles. 4%, only 4% rostered, and they're going up against Baltimore. Heavy run team right there. So yeah, get Jermaine Pratt. I guess the one thing that kind of sucks for Pratt is, I mean, he's usually the one covering the running back, and that now we know J.K. Dobbins isn't going to be out there. So how much are the running backs going to get involved? So that's my only cause to pause with Jermaine Pratt would be that for that specific reason right there. How about, let's see how much Quincy Williams is rostered, because Quincy Williams, I mean, he's a household name around this show. On Sleeper, it says he's only 1% rostered. On Yahoo, he is 7% rostered. And I mean, he just killed it. Like out there on Monday Night Football, just on display for everybody. 9 solo tackles and an assisted tackle and a QB hit. It's out there with, or actually even more than that, because on Sleeper shows 24 points. So he had a handful of QB hits out there last night. Yeah, Quincy's the man. And let's see. Wonder how much of Matt Milano is rostered. Let's see. Is he a under 20% guy? 21%. So it might not be available in your leagues. I mean, especially if you play in a deeper league, he's probably not going to be available. How about, I mean, if we're just going to like a crazy well, how about this Dennis Gardeck from Arizona? And let's even go see, 0% roster. I didn't even know who the hell he was until seeing that. Let's see how many snaps he played. 39%. So not someone who are going to be out there like targeting. Really, Zaven Collins is the only defensive end, and I don't even think he put up that good of stats. But this guy Gardeck, he with 3 solo tackles and 2 sacks. I mean, he just made really good with his time out there.
That garbage man is smashing. He's hitting his streak fast. No, I had to turn it down. He was just boom, 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 boom. He's hitting every house. Hell, I felt like that. This dude is low.
I don't know how everybody forgot about Demario Davis, but all this guy does is flirt with 100 solos every year. And he starts it off with 9 solos and 1 assisted. So just killing it right out the gates. And they got Carolina and Green Bay the next 2 games. Those are going to be teams that are going to be running a lot.
Wow. But I forgot about him, bro. He's a little throwback.
Yeah, 7% rostered. Let's see how much Frankie Louvu is rostered on Yahoo, because he's probably not available in any of your leagues. And yeah, 37% rostered. So yeah, unless you play in a single IDP like type of league, he ain't gonna be there. Ooh, but how about Denzel Perryman going up against Indy? Let's see, only 3% rostered, and had a hell of a game, man. 6 solos and 5 assisted. Anytime you're in double-digit tackles, it's a nice guy to pick up off the waiver.
Denzel Perryman.
Yeah. How about Divine Diablo? Oh man,
like he was all over the place.
He really was, and he does have a cool name. Going up against Buffalo.
He's the perfect devil. Is that what that is?
Yeah, he's the divine.
Oh, yeah,
the divine devil.
You could say what a divine is, what you would call perfect, which is God, the godly devil. That's kind of scary.
5 solos, 4 assisted. He was out there doing his thing, and he is only 6% rostered. So probably, I mean, available in a lot of leagues out there. Troy Anderson, I mean, we've been in our circles, he's not available, but let's see how much he's rostered on Yahoo. 13%. So probably available in your IDP league. If you play with multiple linebacker spots, you better go pick him up.
I love white boy Troy. He's on the come up, bruh.
Peacock said Perriman's going to be solid for sure.
Yeah. What is he, like 29 right now?
Yeah, I think he's 30 already.
Is he? I mean, yeah, I would still argue that's prime.
Yeah, he's 30.
Yeah. I mean, he's as long as he's been playing, this could be his third good year.
Yeah.
Because he's had two. You know what I mean? As far as fantasy goes, you know what I mean?
And how about the guy who took out Aaron Rodgers, Leonard Floyd? 1.5 sacks out there, had 3 total tackles. One of them was solo. He's going to be in the mix for like a sack every single game.
He's just great because he's always going to be opposite of the one that they're trying to pay attention to. And Von Miller's not even back yet. So like Greg Russo's the one that's going to get that treatment as far as like which pass rusher you have, right? Yeah. And Leonard Floyd, just this wily vet, he's just killing Aaron Rodgers. And you know that we don't have time for my Leonard Floyd story. Go ahead. Let's continue.
Okay, if you're diving super deep, how about an Ivan Pace?
Oh, Ivan Pace?
Ivan
Pace.
Let's see what his snap count was out there.
Excuse me.
68%.
Oh, he's out there, B.
First game. You know how much Brian Asamoah paid? 3%. So, yeah, if you were a Brian Asamoah person, let's just switch over to Ivan Pace, right now. And that's going to be a guy. I mean, he's a rookie, already out there doing things in his very first game. He had 8 total tackles out there. I mean, nobody even knows about this dude. He's a fucking rookie. He's 0% rostered like everywhere. 6 solos in game 1, 2 assisted.
Ivan Pace.
And Benny, what up? We're talking IDP, but we'll jump in here for you. Shout out to Twitch.
What is he playing in that? My bad. In the Brian Flores joint, what is he playing?
He's interior.
He's interior.
Yeah, interior linebacker.
Okay, because they love, you know what I mean. They love their interior linebackers.
Yeah.
For a rookie to come through right here and see that, I think the awesome one thing, it sucks for him because that was the last year's regime that drafted him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. And he's behind Jordan Hicks, but I mean on their depth chart, which is weird. But
yeah, because of the way it worked, he got out there 68%. I mean, I guess that still is kind of rotational, but maybe he was just doing well or like stay out there.
Awesome was the starter, and like he had like 3%, and Troy Dye, who's like Awesome's backup, had 3%. So really, it's Jordan Hicks and Ivan Pace. Those are going to be the interior linebackers out there.
And I promise you, it might be annoying initially because like Brian Flores might be trying to figure his guys out because they go when you're a fucking Belichickian, right? You go week to week. You're like, I want to go watch that game. What if they had more DBs just because of that? You know what I mean? Like because of the air attack they're suffering. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I gotta go back and watch that one because it could be there. But yes, that kid, Ivan Pace, he's a must add. If you're an Asamoah guy, make the switcheroo.
Yeah, and Benny Gone Wild on Twitch said, thanks for finding us. He said, I just stumbled upon the stream. I need running back. My options are Gainwell, Gus, Josh Kelly, Kyren Moss. Thought it would be Josh Kelly, Gainwell, and Kyren. That's how I'd be ranking them. You guys should go after.
I would rank him Kelly, Gainwell, the Gus bus, and then Kylo Ren Williams.
There we go. All right. And so that's all we got for the linebackers. Let's jump over. And Benny Gone Wild said, thank you. Appreciate you. Make sure you get subbed up over there so you get access to the channel only emotes.
Benny Gone Wild. That's a throw. The Gone Wilds are throwbacks. Remember that?
Yeah. Hell yeah. All right. Let's jump over to the DBs, and then the last section that we're going to do is the team defense. All right, let's jump over to DBs.
Coming in hot.
All right, last position for the IDPs. For the IDPs.
I try to fit it right in there. Pause.
We're going. We're not doing DPs today. We're doing the DBs today. All right, and bear with me because we're going back and forth checking percentages on Yahoo because for whatever reason they don't have IDP points.
They suck.
In there right now.
I said it. Yahoo give me money though.
I'm not even sure what's going on with that. But how about Jesse Bates? He's only 7% rostered out there. I know if you play in a super deep league, he is probably not available. But you play in any kind of shallow league, man, just go see if he's available and pick him up.
Dumb and Dumber me. I forgot we're supposed to be doing that the whole time.
What are we doing?
Pick him up.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot about that. It was so high.
5 solos and 5 assisted for Jesse. And he had those 2 big greasy picks and a forced fumble. Just killing it out there. Jordan Whitehead, dude's a savage. Let's see how much he's actually rostered. He ain't going to put up 3. He's not going to put up 3
picks.
Yeah, every single game. And he was only 1 tackle, 1 solo, and 1 assisted. So don't chase. But it's someone fun.
But it is cool that like the number 1 DB on the week was Jesse Bates until last night. I was like, hold on, bruh. Right? Because he in fact, actually,
now Jesse Bates still had more.
Still more fans. Okay, yeah. So
because he had a bunch of tackles.
I had it wrong.
But
was the most picks on the week. That's
most picks on the week. Yeah. And Antoine Winfield out there. I mean, he's 13% rostered. So I know in our type of leagues and anyone in any kind of deeper leagues, he's probably not available. But if you play in a more shallow league, go check him out. Chicago. They got Chicago next week. They did not look the best. Let's see how much Javon Holland is actually rostered because he's someone we've been talking about forever. So he's not available in our circles. We know that much. Only 10% rostered. 10 solos and 4 assisted. He was everywhere. And A Smooth, go ahead. You can ask a question about your team. We're doing we're covering the DBs right now, but we'll go ahead and mix it in. And let's see. So Javon Holland. Yeah, in ours, we know he ain't available. Ooh, this guy should be available everywhere. Mr. Nathan Hobbs for the Raiders. He plays a lot of nickel for them. He's only 6% rostered, 8 solos and 4 assisted tackles yesterday.
Yep. He's gonna get a lot of slot. He's gonna be matched up against a lot of slot receivers, or even some running backs, or even some tight ends. You know what I'm saying? Like he's just gonna be in the mix again. All the little tackles right there in the middle of the field.
Tackling machine. He's got that tackling fuel.
Tackling fuel.
How about Dax Hill? Also got that tackling fuel. 5 solos and 1 assisted. Really solid. Only 3% rostered.
Then he gets a greasy pick.
Hell yeah.
Let's go. Okay. What about my man? My man Grant. Grant Delpit.
Grant Delpit killed it yesterday. 8 total. 8 total tackles. Let me go see how many of those were solo and what percent rostered. He is 8% rostered. 7 of those were solos. Had the assisted tackle as well. He was handling biz.
7, so let's go.
Handling biz.
Go.
How about Christian Gonzalez? I don't really like rostering
corners.
Corners like that, but he was
a rookie.
Yeah, he was making. This is like Bill Belichick's like new toy.
Yeah, and he's gonna get picked on. Because he's a rookie though, from opposing offenses.
Yeah, and not just that though. I mean, he got a big ass sack like in there. Like
that was crazy, bro.
They sent him on the corner blitz, so I mean, they're using him just in a lot of different ways. They had him playing the nickel as well, so he was getting tackles out of the nickel spot.
Do you dare Marcus Jones?
No, I dropped him. He's dropped him
because he was doing Marcus Jones things, huh?
Yeah, Marcus Jones is no more. Like now they got an OC. They're not bringing over defensive players to play on like offense. Yeah, Marcus Jones is he's done data for our IDP.
But didn't they have him on offense again too?
I don't think so.
I was really
Last
low
year.
though.
Yeah,
No, I'm talking about like in this game.
I didn't see him.
Okay, never mind. Scratch it. Scratch that
And,
part out.
of course, Bakes, we're definitely going to talk about our man Cisco. Because no one even knows who he is. Only 1% rostered, 7 solos, 3 assisted, out there handling biz.
Right?
Handling biz. 20 points in
on the
Sleeper.
table real quick.
And all right, Deshaun Elliott. So he was someone, I messed up. Like I'm just, not waiting for the game. And he was one of the guys who they had him as a backup on the depth chart for whatever reason.
No, you know what I think happened?
What?
When Branch came out, he comes in, bro.
No. Elliott's
didn't
on the
happen.
Dolphins now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, Vic Fangio, 2 safeties, they're both gonna eat.
They had him behind Brandon Jones on the depth chart.
Wow. So he came over from Detroit to the Dolphins, blood.
Yeah, 21 points in his first outing there. Played 100% of snaps, 8 solos, 5 assisted. He's only 1% rostered in Yahoo.
I cut a bunch of him in those dynasties to make space. That makes me mad.
Yeah, me too, because I got backup. Like it's fucking stupid.
Remember last year we all went and picked him up too because he was balling in Detroit, and wasn't he a youngster in Detroit too? They just cut him or what?
I mean, he's just the end of his contract.
Oh, okay, I don't know how. Okay, second contract guy.
Yeah, he's 26.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's prime, bro.
Yeah,
and a Vic Fangio now.
Yeah,
on a team where their front's kind of bad too.
Yeah, everyone forgot about Marcus May as well. He had a big old greasy pick, but he also had 5 solo tackles in the mix as well. So a pretty solid outing for him over there. Julian Love. Didn't know how he was going to fare with Seattle.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, 19 points in the first outing out there. He's only 10% rostered. 7 of those 9 tackles were solos. Out there killing it. How do we say it? What is it? Diamador Lenore. Not sure how to pronounce his first name, but he's only 5.
We just call him D Lenore.
8 solos, 2 assisted. And really, you want the cornerbacks for the 49ers because it's so hard to run on them. They're going to be throwing it no matter who.
Exactly. It's a funnel defense. And you
how
can't
it
go
works.
over that middle neither. You can't go over that middle, so you got to go to the outside. You know what I mean?
Yep, that's for sure.
They're going to kill you on every level.
All right, and Derek said it. Razoo Douglas.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Let's see how much Douglas is rostered. Probably got to be like 0% or something crazy. No, 7%. Okay, so people are on him a little bit. 6 solos, 2 assisted, and did he get the INT? Yeah, no, the fumble recovery. That's what it was.
Oh, you know who we forgot to highlight? My bad. I don't know. Just thought I'm back with the DLs, the Armstead kid also.
No, I left him off on purpose.
Okay, cool.
Because they're not going up against the Giants every week.
Go ahead.
And Derek wants it Gilmore and Bland. Come on, man. That's so
I just tried to show him some love with Armstead.
That's so.
Is it Armstrong? What's his name? What's the kid up there? Their DL.
Yeah, Armstrong.
Armstrong, their DT.
The reason why I'm not going after Bland, well, first off, it's just boring.
It's bland.
Not spicy.
Oh, he has Bland in his name.
I'm not chasing INT, TD. I'm not chasing that. He only had 3 total tackles.
Whack.
Yeah, so that's why I don't want him. And I mean, even Stephon Gilmore. Let's see.
It's like he had 3 total tackles, but Danny Jones can't even get shit going on. I mean, listen, hold on.
Gilmore only had four tackles to go. I mean, he had the pick though, but only 4 tackles.
Yeah, and Brody's I mean, he's just not handling, bro. Brody's not handling.
Yeah. Not messing with it. All right.
Getting a pick on Danny Dumbass is like getting like a pick on like a grandma throwing a ball.
Yeah. All right. Well, that is the end of the IDP for you IDP freaks out there. Appreciate you guys rocking with us. Everyone watching live, hang with us. We'll do a Q&A. We'll do a Q&A before we get into the team defense because I just got some Jack in the Box delivered.
Nice.
I'm gonna mac on that.
You doing the spicy? You did a spicy chicken Jack? Is that what we're doing there?
Not in the morning.
Okay.
I did get the breakfast
the burrito joint.
I got the ultimate breakfast sandwich.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
You know, I'll be telling them to put hash browns in it. No, I'm serious.
I believe you.
All right, put the hash browns.
You do it all. All right, let's see what we got over here. Sorry, Smooth. I don't like reading off the whole team. And so if I can trade Tua, I could try to get Wild Gibbs or Kenneth Walker. Maybe I can on Christian Watson too to get Waddle. Yeah, I mean, I don't know who wants to trade for Christian Watson right now, but yeah, I mean, go send out. I mean, all those trades would be good. I mean, Tua's like, he's a backup for you because you got Hurts. But that is crazy, though. I mean, Tua just went out and threw for like 500 yards damn near.
It's crazy. My bad, because my girl they going to Starbucks every morning. My girl's in the schedule. It's like her and my oldest. And I'm like, damn, you're gonna get I was telling her, I was like, man, you're gonna get addicted to caffeine now.
Yeah.
Wake up, they're getting coffee.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's the real thing. My mom, no vices ever in her life, except so you guys can't say no vices, right? Her only vice is coffee.
Yeah.
And gambling.
Huh.
But coffee though, as you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you know you gotta drink coffee all night while you're gambling. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It goes hand in hand. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah, but that was, you know what I mean? And like, you know, coffee, I mean, caffeine withdrawal is the real thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, motherfucker be irritable. Fucker, I haven't had my coffee.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And then it's just like an excuse for people to use. Sorry, I just haven't had my coffee.
Exactly. The best part of waking up. I know. I'll get high and then have like a Starbucks, like one of the frappuccinos or something. When it's like a caramel one.
Mm-hmm.
When it's like hot or something outside. You know what I mean? It's like hot outside in America. Like they'll drink coffee no matter what, right? And they'll be like, oh, you want something? Yeah, give me one of them caramel fraps. Then I'll take like a shit like 2 hours later and be like, I shouldn't have drank that shit. Well, because I'm not like, I don't fuck with coffee. So I feel like, you know, it doesn't belong with me. You know what I mean? Yeah, it just don't belong to me.
How it goes.
Meanwhile, I put a 6-pack away on the morning show because we have the best damn morning show.
Way better than Pat McAfee's.
Got my little man.
Sold out.
I mean, I had this bar. I said I sold out. I said I never sold out, but I rock a sold out show. I forget what it rhymed with though. You know what's fucked up too is that I almost cried for real earlier when we were talking about the Jack.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Recipes to the Jack, bro. Because it was like, she was like, oh, what's the name of that song? And then it started like stirring up old shit from like the engineer, my man's who like has like joints I'll just never get again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, you know what I'm saying? And because of whatever his addiction that he was going through. And it's like, and if I, you know what I mean? If I saw him, I would be like just happy to see that if he's all right. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Versus like, because then, you know, that might be like that hug right there. Man, it's good to see you, bro. Okay, where the fuck is the hard drive, motherfucker? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Give me the fucking whole computer, bro. Like, cause like cause you know when he died, I was still going in that studio. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, the baby's awake now too. JJM, so you think Christian Kirk is still worth keeping on the bench? after his performance. Yeah. Don't get rid of him just yet. You got to give it a couple weeks. But you leave him on your bench. That's where you leave him. Jake said Phillip Rivers is out there for New York. Man, that'd be so bad. Hasn't played in years. Uh-oh. Seahawks signed Jason Peters. Damn, that might not be good for their rook. Maybe that's what that means, that he's more hurt than they're leading us to believe. Adam said a bong rip and a cold glass of apple juice first thing in the morning beats coffee any day. You damn right. Derek said Kaepernick interested in the Jets. Is Kaepernick interested in the Jets? Like the Jets aren't interested in him, right? Peacock said Grenard, Harris, Will Anderson, all with 6 tackles and a sack versus Baltimore. Said Jackson sacked 4 times, held to 265 yards of total offense. That's what Derek said, right? All right, let me get the team defense pulled up. I'll get the teams up. The teams that we're going to highlight. Derek, Cowboys are 99% rostered. Definitely not going to be them. Yeah, let's see here. All right. Now I'm back alive after that. Let's see. Let's see here. Yeah, definitely going with that one. Let's see. Yeah. Going with one on each of the side of the ball for the same game. What up, Will? I said, what up, my man? I lost Aaron Rodgers. Should I pick up Derek Carr, Purdy, Baker Mayfield? I have Daniel Jones. I'd go with the Brock. Let's see. All right, that's 3 teams. Yep. Yep, Derek, and that's it. Let's see. Yeah, kind of ugly options right now because so many teams are just rostered in more than 50% of leagues. Yeah, for the defense, I try to go below 50%. And it just gets real ugly. Like after like all the teams that are like 60% rostered. Yeah, and maybe I'll do this. Maybe I'll search by the percentage rostered and then it just gets rid of those top guys so I don't even have to look at them anymore. Oh, I know which one. All right. Got one there. Let's see. Who's going to be the last one? Last one. Wasn't going to go with the team, but they're 53% rostered. We're going to stay under the 50. Man, but this is tough, though. It is really bad. All right. You know what? All right. Okay. Here we go. I think Bogey had one of the kiddos wake up, so we'll just leave him backstage until throw some of the Star Wars guys there. All right. Peacock said Texans D forced and recovered a fumble. Also picked Lamar. Both that's because both starting safeties were out. Ward and Pitcher. He said, join me next time on the H-Town Huddle. Yeah, we got to figure out a day when you're going to do that, Peacock. Hell yeah. Get the H-Town Huddle going. Let's go. All right. Okay. Here we go with the team defense, and this will be the last little segment, and then we'll be getting up out of here. Let them know, Derek, smash that thumbs up. Here we go with the team defense. What up, what up? Fantasy Football Hustler back at you. Got another team defense waiver wire video for you guys. What I like to do on this show is pick 5 team defenses that you can go pick up off of waivers and start specifically this week. Because if you are streaming defenses, you got to do this every week. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you are not subscribed, this is always one of the most popular uploaded videos of the week. All right, let's just jump right into it. I'm starting off with the Cleveland Browns, only 12% rostered. They are going up against Kenny Pickett. They only gave up 3 points last week, so that was one of the reasons why they got a bunch of points. Yeah, multiple sacks in the game as well. I don't think that Pittsburgh is going to come out and score a bunch of points in this game. They are in Cleveland this time. Yeah, that's going to be my number one pickup of the week right there. 12% rostered. So number one pickup is always going to be not the lowest hanging fruit. But how about there's 2 teams that you can play, and they're in the exact same game, and that's the Colts and Houston. Colts are only rostered in 2% of leagues. Houston is only rostered in 1% of leagues. If I had to pick and choose one over the other, I'm picking to start I'm picking Houston. They gave up a bunch of points, but look at everything that they did. They had 2 sacks. They had an interception. They had the forced fumble and the fumble recovery, and they had the TD. That was Indy. Sorry, that was Indy that did that. The INT, and it was the DeForest Buckner TD for Houston. They had 4 sacks, and that's a number that I think that they can even increase versus Indy this next week. They had the INT, and they had the forced fumble and the fumble recovery as well. Both teams gave up 25, and Colts gave up 31 points. So if you play in leagues where like giving up points is like the ultra detriment, maybe these guys aren't the best guys, but they're both going to make a lot of plays versus the so-so offenses on the other side. Those would be my top 3 there. And if you got a deep dive, and we know some of you guys got a deep dive, I'm going to deep dive to Tampa Bay. Only 21% rostered. Their defense, very solid. We got to see what's going on with Levante David to see if he's going to play. Because if he doesn't play, then that kind of messes it up a little bit. Going up against Chicago, though. Chicago looked so bad last week. I would double down on the bad Chicago. Like right now, they are in Tampa Bay. I'm just going to do this now because we might not be able to pick on Chicago too much later. Last team that I'm gonna go with here. Now this, like you're really deep diving if you're going Green Bay. It's crazy that they're rostered in 32% of leagues. They don't seem like the team that I really want to roster, but going up against Atlanta, Desmond Ridder, he sucks. He's bound to throw an interception or two. I mean, they got the solid run game over there, but I mean, those running backs can run for like 600 yards. It's not going to count for any points against you unless you play in leagues where it's like you get points against you for the amount of yardage that you give up. So that's why I'm going to put Green Bay in there as one of the 5 defenses that I would pick up this week. Cleveland, Indy, Houston, Tampa Bay, and Green Bay is how we're going to leave it off there for the 5 teams. And let me see, we got a question in here because we're doing this live. And what is this? Maver Daver said trade Garrett Wilson for Olave. I'd probably rather have Olave, but I don't want to trade a top heavier piece for a top heavier piece. I mean, that doesn't, more of a lateral trade doesn't help you out like all that much. All right. Well, we're going to get up out of here. We appreciate everyone who rocked with us live all show. We do the morning show every morning, 8 a.m. West Coast time, 11 a.m. Eastern time. We've been rocking for almost 3 hours now. We did all the different waiver wire positions, all the segments. Appreciate you guys. We will see you tomorrow morning for another installment of our Wake and Bake and Wake Up with Fantasy Football. And don't forget to check out the news show in the afternoon, 1 p.m. West Coast time, 4 p.m. Eastern. We will see you guys there. And we got Dynasty Life Stevie coming in later tonight, bringing you some Dynasty Life action every Tuesday night right here on the 420 Hustler Network. We'll see you later. Peace out.
Defense on me.
I don't want them to gain another yard.
You blitz all night. If they cross the line of scrimmage, I'm going to take every last one of you out. You make sure they remember forever the night they played the Titans.